Going live. All right, guys, it looks like we are now live. All right. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today on this fine Saturday? I am doing great. I am excited for this stream. So, we're going to officially begin in like 5 more minutes. So, just stay tuned until then. 3:35 is when we'll go over everything, all the promos. Because I got you guys. I want to help you guys out as much as I possibly can. See who we got right now. Black Brick, how is it going, man? Virgil Hill, Air Squad, Jim the Mad Viking, nice, bro. Final Chance 224Y, howdy doody. Homer the Operator, how you feeling, bro? How you doing? You good? All right. Good to hear. Nathaniel Mateo, Trace Hillman, Andy Harris. All right, we got some people pouring in. If you guys can, make sure to go ahead and leave a big old thumbs up on this live stream and share it around with as many people as possibly can. Really helps me out as much as possible. Again, always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. I'm doing good, guys. How's it going? Daniela Bunch Yesh. I'm so sorry. I keep butchering your name. I'm gonna figure out a way to go into Danielle. I'll just call it Danielle. Is it Daniela? Daniela. What's good? I'm doing good. How are you doing today? How is your Saturday going so far? Dallin Saber Swords, evening. How you doing? Trench Recon Airsoft. What is up? Air Squad, you inspired me to do YouTube. Dude, that's great. That's awesome, dude. Absolutely. I will definitely be using my personal account to be like looking up for your channel as well. If it's just Air Squad, right? I'll go ahead and look it up. If anything, I'll go ahead and you earned yourself a subscriber, my friend. You earned yourself a subscriber. Michael Guerrero, love your scar, man. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that scar is one of my personal favorite guns in my arsenal. Good to hear from you again, man. Gnarls Queso Gang, that's what's up. Again, guys, guess what? We're already a few minutes in, and no issues with the audio, it seems like, right? If you can, do me a favor and let me know how the audio's coming in. But it seems like it's not a scuff Saturday. It's not a scuff stream Saturdays, thankfully. So we got that going for us already. It's going to be a good day. Axe Toe was good, man. Was popping. And here's my high grade Sand Viper today. Really worth the upgrade, dude. I'm so happy. I'm super ecstatic that you were excited about that. That's freaking awesome. Your assistance I've been receiving from you and your team. You can call me Daniel. Okay, Daniel. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure I make it easy. I do apologize, dude. I totally get that. Most people don't even know how to pronounce my real name. Because Isaias isn't actually how you say my name at all. If I write the whole name out, it's actually more along the lines of Isaias Olin Quesada. But again, try telling that to a sub whose name is Stan Smith, right? It's like, he ain't going to be able to pronounce that right. He ain't going to be able to pronounce that right unless he took AP Spanish or something. Cody Novitsky, hello there. How you doing? How is everyone doing? We got a good amount of people already starting off the stream. If you guys can already, make sure to leave a big old thumbs up. Smash that motherfucker. All the popular YouTubers, right? Smash that motherfucking like button, right? Smash that like button as hard as you fucking can, right? And share this around with as many people as possible. If you know any airsofters amongst your friends group, make sure to share this live stream with them. Let them know to hang out, ask their airsoft related questions if they're looking for recommendations on our website. Make sure to go ahead and let them know to ask their questions in the live chat. I'm going to be starting off at 35. I'll be going over all the promotions for all you guys. I want to help you guys out as much as possible, right? I want to help out everyone as much as I possibly can during this live stream. Again, there's no dumb questions, right? Especially if you're a newer player starting off. That's the whole goal, is I want to be able to get everyone started on the right path, right? If you guys want to hear my experiences when it comes to certain airsoft things, whether it be airsoft games, I've been playing for about, oh god, I keep fucking forgetting. 14. It's about to be 14. Yeah, no, or 14. Yeah, 14 years. But it's been 14 years that I'm playing, so I definitely know a few things here and there. If you're looking for recommendations on our website, definitely that's the place to go. Or if you want to ask me personal questions, you're more than welcome to. There's a lot of things I want to go in and talk about, especially because BB Wars had actually just passed, and we have a podcast talking about BB Wars coming up tomorrow during Sunday's podcast. So stay tuned for that as well. But I am very excited for today. I am actually very, very excited for today. Let's see here. I know there was a few people. Thank you for the answer that one. Audio is good to go. All right, sweet, fucking sweet, freaking sweet, Laush. Cause dude, if you guys were here last Saturday, bro, that was frustrating as fuck, dude. That was aggravating trying to get that audio to work. Cause like OBS fucking updated. And like I guess all the settings were just completely fucking thrown out the window. So even Cisco was having problems, but I didn't know about this, so I had to try to fix it all last minute. It was not a good time. But we recovered, and here we are now. And I remembered all the settings, and thankfully I saved it all. So we should all be good. We are all set to go. Let's see here. Sure. Gen 1 and high grade Pit Vipers. I think I'm covered. Nice. Tomorrow I'll be in Battlegrounds. Oh, sweet. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? ¿Cómo estás? Air Squad got 12 on this live. We actually got a few more people from what I'm looking at on the viewer count here. But again, could be fluctuating. So again, hopefully we can get even more people. Again, guys, all up to you. Help me share this live stream around with as many people as you possibly can, right? And make sure they all leave a big old thumbs up on this live stream on the upside. All right, it is now 1 minute past, actually. We're a little late, 3:36. All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Storefront live stream. My name is Isaias, and I will be your host for today's episode. And what a good episode we got planned for you guys today. Again, I'm looking forward to just hanging out, spending another great Saturday with everyone in the Mayo Gang that wants to participate. But you guys saw the title. Watch if you want to win our shopping spree giveaway. For all my newer viewers out there that may have no idea what the hell I'm even talking about. Every week we do a shopping spree giveaway in which any $20 order that you've placed within a 1 week time frame, right? Any $20 plus order will automatically enter you into the giveaway. We announce the winner every Thursday. The deadline to be entered is Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then it rolls over to the next, or it doesn't, it goes on to the next Thursday, right? The following week, right? So again, you have that week time frame to place your orders. Now, only during these live streams do we like to go ahead and throw in some extra promotions for you guys to take advantage of, you guys to increase your odds of winning the shopping spree giveaway, right? Want to help you guys out as much as we possibly can. We do the giveaway because, again, we just want to be able to have the community have something to look forward to, right? Something to be able to participate in, right? So right now during this live stream, and this live stream started at 3:30 and it's going to be ending at 5:30 specifically, right? 5:30 exactly. 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Every $50 spent will get you 5 chances to win the shopping spree giveaway, right? That's per $50 spent, though. So think about it. Put the examples right here, right? You spend $50, right? And it's in that ballpark, right? $50 or more. You're getting 5 entries in the giveaway. That could be for BBs. It can be for green gas. Literally anything that you want, right? Even a gift voucher. You place an order for a gift voucher for like store credit. It'll take 1 business day to clear out. You'll get it, and you can place your order and get something else, right? That's another entry. But you get up to the $100 mark, right? That's going to be 10 entries into the giveaway. Same thing for $150. You're going to be getting 15, right? Speaking of 15 entries, if you guys wanted to, what I'd highly recommend you do is place your orders for the YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box. The classic, the OG, right? Right now, and again, because again, a lot of you guys really wanted the promotion to extend it, so we figured, fuck it, why not? Want to go ahead and do you guys a solid. We extended the promotion right now for the YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box. Again, this is the classic version, right? You order this bad boy right now, and you will be receiving 15 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? But again, this promotion is not going to last forever. Right now, during the stream, for sure, we're going to be honoring that, but a little bit past after the stream as well. But I would honestly just recommend picking it up now. You might as well, right? Because the YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box is dope. We can grant requests on these bad boys. Now, obviously, if you say something like, I want 10 KWA Ronin T10s, or, you know, I want like 5 MWSs, obviously, you know, there's a limit to what we can do, right? But if you let us know, hey, you know, I've been playing Airsoft for this many years. I want something really high-end. I still something different, or maybe I want something unique. Or hey, I'm an absolute beginner, right? And I have no idea what I need. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Give me everything that I need to get started. I play indoor, I play outdoor, whatever it might be. We can work with that. We can absolutely work with that. And we've granted several people's wishes beforehand. So again, make sure to place your orders for this. Put in the notes comment section, your requests, or your comments, right? Maybe your suggestions. Or maybe you don't even want an airsoft gun. Maybe you guys are looking for tactical gear. You guys are looking to get the full nines, right? When it comes to your plate carrier setup or your chest rig, let us know that you want tactical gear instead. Send us your size. We can work with that 100%. But you got to make sure that you put the notes, comment section, what it is that you guys are looking for. We can make it happen. We can work with it, right? But again, it's never guaranteed to get exactly what you wish for. But again, you give us room for creativity, room to work with, we can make stuff happen. So make sure to place your orders for that. We have plenty of new products that are available on our website right now. We're actually getting a lot of restock of KWA, actually. One of our distributors is able to secure more KWA products, so we're getting those restocked in right now. That includes the Ronin 47. We got the OG KM4, right? We got the Mega Arms. We got the PTS Masadas, both the black and the tan, right? These are absolute sick. Like the KMP9 even. Again, so much good stuff. We got some more Atlas Custom Works accessories, right? And again, we got the pre-orders for the Mayo Gang MGC4. We have the new Sand Viper, the high-grade version. I know someone on here, I believe someone on here I know already placed an order for, was it Air Squad? or no, it was Andy Harris. No, not Andy Harris. Yes, it might have been Andy Harris, right? I believe, yes, it was Andy Harris. Got his. Guys, these things are no joke, right? They are absolutely gorgeous, and they are phenomenal to shoot, right? So make sure you place your orders for one. Again, you're going to be getting multiple entries, right? This one, what? Yeah, you're going to be getting 20 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, but that's only going to last for the duration of the stream. So place your orders during this time frame. Not only that, have a lot of guns that are on a shocker deal right now. A lot of discounts going on that you guys can take advantage of that I would highly recommend that you do. And if you guys were, feeling a little spicy, you wanted something different, a little bit more unique, I'm just saying, I'm putting this out here, my private collection mystery box. I hook you guys up with some banger airsoft guns. And again, I say it right there. No M4s, right? No standard M4s, right? That's the whole thing. Because all jokes aside, I don't hate M4s. I do like them, right? Obviously, I own like a few, maybe like 2 or 3. But at the end of the day, I will always gravitate more towards the unique platforms. But I understand that a lot of you guys maybe have competition in mind. I like to go ahead and send out platforms that are still upgradable, that still have a ton of potential for upgrades, maybe even some customization, right, that have potential and that can be used in a competitive fashion as well, right? Again, I like the unique stuff, but I'm also practical at the same time. So that's what I like to go ahead and send out. So if you guys are feeling up to it, I would highly recommend you pick one of my private collection mystery bucks up as well. Again, just saying. But again, the whole website is your oyster. Feel free to do whatever you like. And again, guys, if you have any airsoft related questions, make sure to let me know down in the live chat. However, it makes it a heck of a lot easier if you guys are able to put the letter Q right in front of it. Again, just things can get lost in the chat, and the Q definitely makes it a little bit easier. Things can still get lost. However, you are welcome to ask your question more than once. Just don't spam it. That's always going to be greatly appreciated. No one likes to spam, or you're going to end up getting kicked. No one wants to do that. It's not a good time for anyone. So just don't do it overall. Ask your question. Maybe you can ask it again. I will get back to it. I will do my best to answer everyone's question. I just want to give everyone equal time. And if you guys want to ask me anything, whether it be airsoft recommendations, my opinions on stuff, or if you're looking to ask me some personal questions, by all means, you guys are more than welcome to do so. However, what I want to talk about today, again, I know I talked about it last time, BB Wars, right? BB Wars, the next upcoming BB Wars event, right? Well, especially a lot of the guys that actually went to this last one. What would you guys like to see improved for the next BB Wars event? Cisco and I actually do talk about this a little bit during tomorrow's podcast, which again, scheduled to go live tomorrow. So just make sure to go ahead and check that out as well. I have no idea why I sound like a fucking owl. But yeah, let me know what you guys think or what you guys would like to see for the next BB Wars. And again, it might be happening sooner than later. Again, nothing's set in stone. Don't quote me. Nothing is set in stone. But let me know what you guys think, what you guys would like to see in the next BB Wars, whether it be location, whether it be game style. Maybe the different game modes themselves, right? Maybe some new rules if you wanted some things changed out. Just let me know in the live chat. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. Oh, my nose. I can finally breathe. My allergies have just been not okay right now. But we're going to push through, right? We're going to go ahead and start answering some freaking questions right now. All your lovely questions right now. Okay. Airsoft info. How easy is it to take the bolt out of the opposite side of the MGC4? Take the bolt out of the opposite on the MGC4s to fire select switch when reinforcing it. How easy? It's a pain with the Lance Tactical Gen 2. How easy to take the bolt off the opposite? I never really like doing it. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but it's still I would say it's a bit of a process, but it's not like the most annoying thing in the world, right? It's not the most annoying thing in the world, but it is comparable to, I would say, I believe, to the Gen 2 and Gen 3s when taking it out, right? Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Okay, you guys keep throwing up. Fidel, all right, Fidel, DJ, I see you guys. How you doing? What's up, Case again? How you guys doing? Thank you, bud. Thank you, Fidel. Bless you. Thank you. Bless if you. Tropic Assault. Fidel. Yes, I know I brought that up. Dude, I looked into Milsom, Hawaii. Dude, that looks insane. That looks cool as fuck, dude. I would love to be able to go to Hawaii and participate in that. What was the name of the event? Siege of Shanghai. Yeah, dude, that looks awesome. Again, that would definitely be a bit of a journey, considering it is all the way in Hawaii. Tickets for alone would, oof. And then also lodging, you got to think about that too. I definitely don't think I would be able to do it anytime soon, but man, that looks awesome, dude. I've always wanted to fight in the jungle, and honestly, because I'm such a I've been to Hawaii before. I've been to Oahu, but I want to go to all the other islands, right? It just looks awesome to go. It's such a beautiful, beautiful island, right? Obviously, I want to go there and not be disrespectful or anything. I want to support any local businesses that I can find while I'm there as well. But it just would sound like an awesome place to go to, especially because I'm also a big fucking Jurassic Park nerd, right? So I would love to go to the island in which they shot the film and see. I know there's a whole tour that you can do. That sounds kind of cool, just because my nerd brain would love to do that. Do not spam. Yes, DJ. Thank you. Do not spam. Do not spam. Pro Snipes, what are your thoughts on the new Crytek Chris Vector UV? So Pro Snipes, I definitely saw that actually, and I was intrigued. I definitely thought it was going to be more expensive. I definitely thought it originally when it was announced. I thought it was going to be a lot more expensive. I am intrigued by that. I don't know how it's going to perform though. That's my biggest concern. I don't know the performance-wise how it's going to be. I don't know what the internals look like. As soon as we're able to get a better understanding of it, then we can give a more in-depth opinion about it. But honestly, I'm a little bit skeptical because not that the AEG version was bad, but it definitely felt underwhelming. You know what I mean? It definitely felt like it could have been a lot better. It felt rushed. That's the best. I think that's the best way to describe it. It felt rushed. They could have put more thought into it, but they were just rushing to get it out. And just because it was it's Chris Vector, right? Just because it's a Chris Vector, right? Just because it's a cool platform doesn't mean it's automatically going to be good. You know what I mean? And I feel like they were banking on that, and it didn't really work out in the end. Now it's a cool gun. Don't get me wrong, it's cool, but again, I'm a little hesitant. I want to give it a fair shot. So as soon as I'm able to, get my hands on one, get some range time with it, then I'll be able to go ahead and give a more solid opinion about it and be able to voice it further. But until then, I'm a little bit skeptical, but I am a little excited. Again, I like to see more unique stuff out there. Again, so I'm happy that it's not another fucking M4 that came out. You know what I mean? Because it's not like we don't got fucking tons of those. Sup, everybody. Sup, Isaias. Hope your weekend is doing good so far. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, man. Yeah, it is actually going very good so far. I am actually very nervous about tomorrow, actually. Well, not super nervous, but I am a little nervous about tomorrow. I don't think did I announce it on the last stream? I don't think so. But tomorrow, I am actually going to be running a 10K. I know there's this whole run the 10 freeway run that's going on tomorrow in downtown. So my family registered and they asked me if I wanted to go, and I said, fuck it, why not? I want to try it, right? I've always wanted to try these, so I'm going to be running that tomorrow, so that's going to be very interesting. My girlfriend's also going to be doing it too, but she just dead-ass looked at me and said, I'm just going to be walking the whole thing. So that'll be my workout for tomorrow. That'll be my workout, and I'm going to get some bomb breakfast after. Let's see. Diego Alane Zamora, when will the Mayo Gang Mark 18 Black and Bronze come out? The Mark 18 Mayo Gang. Do you mean the MGC4, right? Well, the MGC4, right? We'll go back here. Right? Because it was over here. If you're talking about the MGC4, right? There's an easier way to do this. I'm making this way harder than I need to, right? Airsoft guns, AEG, MGC4. There we go. Now we're using our noodle. Right? As far as when this bad boy will be coming out, as far as an actual date, right now we're currently looking at around the first week of December, right? That was the ETA that we were told. Again, things can change. Things can get pushed back. We all lived through COVID. We all should know that that's a thing. But as far as we know, December, first week of December is when they are expected to arrive. At the very least, maybe clear the water, right? I'm actually very much looking forward to this. This is the version of the MGC4 Mark 1 that I wanted, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait, for the Mark 2 because I know the Mark 2 is gonna have it, and now the Mark 1 has it. I still think the Mark 2 is a little bit cooler, in my opinion. It's a little bit cooler looking because again, just the carbine length versus the SBR, and I already have Mark 18s. But I still think this is very cool. I think this is an absolutely gorgeous gun, right? But again, first week of December, that's when we're looking as far as an ETA. Make sure you're not missing anything. Do you have any machine guns, Air Squad? I do. Well, I mean, if you're asking GI, of course. Yeah, we sell plenty of LMGs and machine guns, right? You go through here, right? Airsoft LMGs. No, bear in mind, with the LMG, I understand that the 240 is not an LMG; it's an MMG, I guess, right? But again, we all know it's all in the same general category. It's all machine guns, right? We do have a whole section for machine guns on our website as well, so you guys are more than welcome to peruse there and take a look at our selection of machine guns as well. For me personally, yes, I do. I own 1, 2, 3. Is that one? No. Okay, the 3 that I can remember off the top of my head that I own right now. Classic Army 249 Mark 46. That one's been my go-to for years. I've taken that for like pretty much this one actually right here. I think I had the original, the classic 249, but I basically set it up to be exactly like this, right? I run a Classic Army Stoner Nutsack magazine on it instead of the traditional box magazine, and I like the way it works. And I've redone up the entire internal set. So yeah, that's one of my pride and joy, which I destroyed at BB Wars. I killed it. I killed my 249 at BB Wars. I was very sad. I was big sad that I destroyed my 249. It's fine. It works. It's just the actual like barrel and hop up. Like I shredded that bucking too, like smithereens, bro. I destroyed that bucking like nobody's business, right? It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. I put so many fucking rounds through that damn LMG, right? It was bound to happen. I've been running the same barrel setup since 2019. Right? But now I have an excuse. Now I have an excuse to go in and throw in a unicorn hop up and inner barrel set, right? Just a whole kit, just throw it in. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be, because originally that barrel that I had was R-hop, but honestly, I'm fairly certain I throw in the unicorn. It's going to be about the same, and probably for a lot less, because that was a whole Promi setup. Dude, that was a pain to get that R-hopped and to get that barrel. But again, just going with the unicorn is going to make it so much easier. And again, it's going to give me pretty much the same performance that I'm looking for. So I'm set. And the other 2, I have a Lance Tactical 240. That one's dope. I burnt out the MOSFET that I had installed on it, but I was able to swap that out, so we're all good. We're chilling. That gun's up and running. I just got to fix the box magazine. The box magazine is pretty old. Yeah, the gun, and I also have at home, I believe it's an old, I'm pretty sure it's, if not a SEMA, it's an old, like, SRC. Yeah, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. An old SRC, RPK, right? It's pretty cool, honestly. I was very, that was a big come up, too, because I got that gun for fucking free. A guy literally just gave it to me. Like, he literally handed it to me. He's like, I don't want it anymore. I want it to go into good hands. And he just handed it to me. And I was like, all right, sweet, bro. But yeah, so I have like I'm pretty much set when it comes to like LMGs, whether I want to do like NATO or Rust 4 like loadouts, you know, for like Milsim West and stuff. Which the next Milsim West, hopefully I'll be able to go to this one. I'm really excited for that one, because that's the one up in Clovis, and that's one of my favorite AOs to play at. The air is so clean, it's so beautiful, it's nice and chilly. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Fidel, no longer a daily shocker. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, the shocker, that's what I'm saying. The shockers, they're temporary, right? A lot of times they just disappear, right? So again, right now the YouTube unboxing mystery box going for $175, but again, still a freaking steal though. Still a freaking steal, considering again, you can place a request for something and you very well might get your wish granted. Not only that, you're going to be getting 15 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. 15 chances of winning the prize pot all for yourself. So don't miss out. Make sure to go and place your orders. Again, guys, make sure to take advantage of the promo above my head right here. Remember, every $50 spent will be getting you 5 chances of winning the shopping spree. I forgot to take away the 1800. My apologies. That was the last prize pot, which actually was claimed. It was one of my regulars who had come to the actual walk-in store, oddly enough. He bought a Pit Viper, and that was the gun that ended up winning. Right? It was freaking crazy that was the case. But I mean, there you go, right? It can literally happen to anyone, online or in store, right? It can be literally anyone, but you have to make sure that you take advantage of all the promotions you are given. Don't let the opportunities go to waste, right? There you go. It's right, all right there, all right above my head, right? So take advantage while you can. Again, we're only going to be doing this until 5:30. Once 5:30 hits, the promo's done. All right. What is the best machine? Oh wait, did it move on its own? Oh, okay, answered that one, answered that one. Okay, Cody, that's one. I'm new to this channel. Can someone explain to me what the Mayo Gang is? So, Cody, the Mayo Gang is essentially what we all are, right? We are members of the Mayo Gang, this community that we have built for ourselves. Mayo, essentially, if you've been watching our Roast My Build series, because that's where it came from, Mayo essentially refers to how you set up your gun, right? Like just an aesthetic, right? Mayo in itself is maybe a little bit boring, right? You see it everywhere, right? Just like the AR, right? The traditional Mayo gun, right? A Mayo gun would be a traditional AR, right? You see them everywhere. It's on everything, right? However, it's crucial that it's there because without it, it's just not the same, right? So a term of endearment for ourselves is we're all Mayo, right? We're all a little bit of Mayo that we got in us, right? So that's the name that we gave ourselves, the Mayo Gang, right? And Cisco himself is the Mayo Man, Daddy Mayo, if you will. Okay, but yes, welcome to the community, Cody Novitsky. It is good to have you, another member of the Mayo Gang, if you will. So welcome aboard. Please give a thumbs up. Yes, please, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a big old thumbs up on this live stream. Share it around with as many people as you possibly can. Again, let's get this shared around. Let's get all eyes on this. Why not? Let's get more people involved in this, right? Air Squad's asking, what is the best mesh... I think he meant to spell machine gun. What is the best machine gun? Really, really depends on what it is that you are looking for, right? There's a lot of different options when it comes to like LMGs or machine guns, right, that exist out there. Maybe not as vast as the ocean that is ARs, right? But you still get plenty of options. Really depends on what you're looking for. Now, if you were looking for, we say best, yeah, that's the hardest one to, I guess the best, or... Okay, I'll go into like 3 different things. Best looking, best, I guess I'll go like most convenient. Yeah, I guess those are 2 things. Okay, so if you're looking for like the one that's going to be the easiest to work with in terms of like upgrading, because you want to be competitive with your LMG, they are going to need a little bit of work. Most of them will need a little bit of work in order for them to be considered like, competitive, right? But that's fine. Like, so again, a lot of guns you do need to upgrade internally in order for them to get to that performance level that everyone wants, right? Say something like this, right? Let's go even better. Let's go. Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. I guess at the end of the day, they're the same gun. Let's go with something like the Golden Eagle MCR, right? Boys and I affectionately like to call this the Golden Eagle My Chemical Romance, right? Love that band. Love that band. The Golden Eagle My Chemical Romance is a very convenient option for the fact that it is essentially an M4. It is essentially an AR. I mean, look at that picture so you can blow it up and you guys can see it, right? You can't tell me that that's not an AR, right? That is 100%, unequivocally, undoubtedly an AR. And that's for good reason. This is actually based on the the Ares defense system. I forget the actual like manufacturer that made this. They offered it to the U.S. military as either, it was supposed to be a replacement for like 249. It was either you can get it in one of 2 things: a whole gun, right, where it came just like this, or as a upper receiver kit where you take off the upper receiver off the ARs, slap this bad boy on, and you're solid, right? You're good to go. And you have basically a very lightweight LMG, and that's what this is. It's true to form. This is a very lightweight, very friendly option towards a lot of people that want to go into LMGs without breaking the bank, without being totally different, and without being super cumbersome. Now, for me personally, the long barrel is cool. I actually prefer, they'd be basically the same gun, but I actually prefer the short barrel version for me personally, just because I feel like, again, if you're going to go for the whole lightweight portable thing, you might as well go all the way and get the shorter barrel, right? That's just me. And it's cheaper too. But you guys can get it even cheaper. Use coupon code 20th. That's 20TH at checkout for 10% off. You guys are welcome. But this would be one gun that I would highly recommend most people get into if they want to save money but still get into the LMG gang, but also have it be a very convenient option because, again, not only is it super lightweight, not only is it a little more affordable, but the internal parts, like I said, still using an AR lower, it's using a version 2 gearbox, a completely standard version 2 gearbox, right? You can upgrade that bad boy to the 9s, right? 100% you can upgrade the snot out of this bad boy. And it's super easy because all the parts are available. Like, all the parts that you need for it are going to be readily available at Airsoft GI, right? So if you wanted to go for an absolute just monster like rate of fire build, it's going to be very easy to do on something like this. But again, it's entirely up to you. Now, if you were hoping to get into, say, I don't know, like maybe like the hardcore milsim scene, and you wanted a gun that was going to, aesthetically fit the role, then my normal go-to would typically either be the classic Army SPW, because again, that's what I run, or you would go with something like, the A and K models, right? Those are a little bit pricier. They aren't a shocker deal, but I'll go ahead and pull up the classic Army one, because the A and K ones are clones of the classic Army anyway. Right, go with the classic Army M249. It's a classic. It's the OG, right? Like so many LMG users use this gun because again, it's tested, right? It's been around for such a long time, and there are quite a few like parts that exist for it in terms of upgrades, which I've done. I should know. I've done it to my personal 249, and I love it. Right, it's been the gun that I've been using for Milsim West. It's been my go-to like loadout for years now, for literally years. Even if I don't personally run it at that specific MSW event, when I go like as a DMR or something, I'll always bring it because I know someone on my team needs it, right? And it'll always stay. It's like the gun that gets shared around, right, on my team. Because whenever we need to pull security, right, at our patrol base, at our PB, having this help you defend your position is a godsend, right? Because no one wants to rush an LMG. Ain't nobody going to want to rush an LMG. So having this available just there in place, awesome. Or in the back of a Vic, right, which I do as well. I'm usually the gunner on the back of like some type of Vic. So having this for just defense purposes, just telling the enemy to just fuck off, right, that's super helpful. Super, super helpful. But if you're asking me what the most fun is, I'm going to be honest. I love the 240. But the most fun I hate to say it because I know it's ridiculously expensive, and I'm not saying, I'm never going to tell people you have to get this gun. No, I will never say that, right? The cost is just way too much. However, if you were looking for something like super, super fun, right, that was just going to be absolute balls to the wall, you had the budget for it, I would say go for the Tokyo Marui Next Generation Recoil Shock LMG. It just is, right? I've used HPA LMGs. I've used the gas 249 that exists out there, right? Even though the gas one is fun and HPA is really cool, it just doesn't hit the same as the Tokyo Marui does. The Tokyo Marui just is everything that I've wanted in an LMG, right? It has like such a improved feeding system. I love the box mag that it comes with. I love that the rounds, because again, part of the recoil, right? Their ERG. I love that recoil system they have in place. It's just so much fun and such a cathartic experience when you're shooting it. And it's actually not even that heavy, right? Even though it is a full metal build, it's actually not the most heavy thing in the world. It's actually a little bit lighter than my personal 249. I actually dig this gun quite a bit. If you guys haven't already, make sure to check out our main YouTube video that we actually covered all this. This is part of the best or like LMGs that we carry at Airsoft GI. That video, I think it came out 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure to check it out. I was very proud of it. I hosted that video. Give it a like. Give it a share too as well, right? Let's see here. Brian H., thanks for making that top 5 element. There you go. He just mentioned it right there to help me getting the Classic Army Mark 46. Was wanting a full metal 249. Was surprised by its weight. Yeah, it's got some weight to it, but again, nothing you can't really like get used to after a while. I'm playing on Monday. Just bought 2 new guns. Nice, bro. Nice. Let's see. All right, let's scroll down to the most recent comments and questions because I know there was a few of them. Holy shit. What are your thoughts on the Crytek Trident Mark II CRB versus the MGC4 Mark II? Okay, that's actually a very good question. No, that's a very solid question. Why did I do that? That's a very solid question. Okay, so with the Crytek Trident Mark II series, right? Whether it be any of the Trident series, whether it be the CRB, the SPR, it doesn't matter. All of them, right? Compared it to the MGC4. If you want me to be brutally honest, the MGC4 kicks his ass. It just does. Crytek is a very well-built gun. The CRB is a very well-built airsoft gun, but it just is way, if you want me to be brutally honest, it's way too overpriced for what it is that you're really getting at the end of the day, right? I know some guys are going to be like, oh, why would I pay $300-something for a Lancer? Here's the thing, right? That ain't no stock Lancer Tactical Gen 2 or Lance Tactical Gen 3. That is essentially the, like, you want to say predecessor? Is it predecessor that comes? Yeah, that is essentially going to be like the proto version of the new like Gen 4s that are going to be coming out, fairly soon. So honestly, for the price, like, or for what you're getting, like the performance that you're getting, all the specs that come out of the MGC4s, right? That is like way more than fair. Like, you are getting the MGC4s at a freaking steal, right? We got to choose the internal components that went into these bad boys, right? We had a hand in developing, and so did you guys. You guys helped us develop the airsoft gun itself, right? Both the Mark 1s and the Mark 2s, right? So this gun absolutely was built by the community. It's built by airsofters for airsofters, right? We wanted to make sure that the value was most definitely there. That was priority number one, and we accomplished that. And the performance was going to be there as well. Trigger response, rate of fire, range accuracy, like in nearly every single field, the Crytek just doesn't really hold up too well to it. Now, in terms of build quality, yeah, I would say it's there. But again, it's nothing that hasn't really been changed for the last, what is it, almost a decade now that it's been around? Maybe a decade now that it's been around. It just doesn't feel like anything's really different. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like it's stagnated, right? I'm anxious to see what Crytek can do in the future. That's going to, again, to compete with stuff like that, to compete with the value. But until that time, honestly, the crown goes to the MGC4. Both the Mark 1 and the Mark 2, like, just royally kick its ass. Like, it just is what it is. Okay, let's see here. Pro Snipes, do you think there should be different BBs? For example, your primary uses a 7 or 8 millimeter BB, and your pistol uses a 3 to 4 millimeter BB, just to have different ammo for each gun. Pro Snipes, that's actually a very good question. Yeah, actually. I am really down with that idea. I know Boaz and I would love to be able to see, like, different like sizes for the BBs themselves, right? Like normal, maybe regular rifles could use like 6 mil, right? Or maybe we want to go even further, right? Pistols use 6 mil, rifles like regular M4s, anything of that like 5.56 caliber or smaller would be using like maybe 7, and then you get up to like a DMR or anything like 308. Battle rifle, someone say battle rifle, any like sort of battle rifle, or maybe in bolt actions, right? Could be using like 8 mil or something, bruh. That'd be awesome. Like, it would hurt it hurt like hell, but honestly, I think it's worth it. I would, for one, be down. Would be down. The one I'm looking at, okay, interesting. Okay, I answered that one. Homie Ness, you dressing up for Halloween? Homie Ness, I might be. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Halloween is landing on a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, it's landing on a Tuesday. I got work and I got a stream, right? I might dress up a little something. I might just throw together my freaking Alan Grant costume. Yeah, I actually have a whole Alan Grant like costume that I put together. I think it's pretty cool, right? I'm actually very proud of my costume, considering it was fairly inexpensive, right? And it is, for the most part, movie accurate as well. So very happy about that. I actually do have the SPAS 12 as well. I actually have the ASG Spring Tri-Shot shotgun, the SPAS 12. I actually have that one. And I would show it off on stream, but again, I don't want YouTube to zuck us, like they have been when it comes to like sharing our videos around, notifying people, or taking down our streams. Remember when that happened? That was annoying. That was fun. But yeah, I have that whole load. Actually, I should play. I need to get a video where I'm actually out on the field dressed up as Alan Grant too. That has to be like a thing that I do. Like there's no excuse why I shouldn't be doing that. All right, let's see here. Make sure to answer that one. This year. It just doesn't make sense when Crytek is a lot higher than the MGC4 Mark II, where I can't see a major difference. That just makes me think the body is cheap. So no, like again, with the MGC4, like again, it was just the value. I feel like Crytek, like yeah, like when they came out, were definitely like they were the hot go-to like rifles to get. But again, it just feels like they're just banking on their name and the reputation they built up years ago when more and more guns are coming out. It's no secret that a standard Gen 2, right, in terms of range and accuracy, freaking outperforms a Crytek. A sub $200 airsoft gun can outperform a $300, sometimes even $400 airsoft gun, depending on where you get it. Right? It just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But again, that's what they want to do as a business, and that's cool, but I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Where it's just, honestly, it just feels like they're, I don't know. It feels like they were at the top and they've just slowly been like going down. Like, again, that's what happens when you don't innovate. I mean, that's a lesson for like any business or any sort of major endeavor out there, right? If you're not innovating, if you're not trying to like push yourself even further and offer something different while still meeting the demands of the market, at the end of the day, you're going to fall off. Right, that's just what's happening right now. I think the Vector is helping them, but how long is it gonna last? You know what I mean? Like again, we just gotta wait and see what Crytek's gonna do. Make sure in order to have okay. Let's answer those. Do you know when PTS Mall come out? I do not. I do not know when PTS Mall is going to be coming out or when it's slated for a release. As soon as we can find out, though. I mean, we would love... The earlier we find out, the better, because that means the earlier that we can put it on a pre-order, right? The minute we can put on a pre-order, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Again, guys, make sure to go ahead and ask your airsoft-related questions, or if you want to ask me personal questions too, that's fine as well. I'm totally game. Make sure to go on and just put a letter Q right in front of your question. Makes it a heck of a lot easier for me to go and see. And take advantage of the promo right above my head right there. Every $50 spent per order will be getting you 5 chances to win the shopping spree giveaway. So make sure to maximize your potential and order as much as you possibly can. Here's the thing. We're all airsofters. We all need BBs. We all need green gas, right? So you might as well load up and stock up with the guys that are going to reward you the best. So make sure to place your orders with Airsoft GI, right? Whether you want to go ahead and get something like the MGC4, right? Or potentially, if you want to go ahead and order, maybe something really, really freaking dope, I would highly recommend you check out the YouTube unboxing mystery box. Right, it's available right now for $174.99. Right, $175. You're getting 15 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Not only that, but we also do grant requests on the YouTube unboxing mystery box as well. You just have to let us know what you guys would like, right? Put it down in the notes comment section, and we can see what we can do as far as making that wish granted. Obviously, limitations and budget are a thing, but we can do our best to try to grant your wishes as much as possible. So, but you're not going to be able to get that unless you place your orders for one. So make sure you do so right now while you can before the end of the live stream. Again, the promo is going to be ending at the end of the live stream, which is going to be at 5:30. So make sure that you take advantage now while you can. All right. And again, you guys had questions as well. It's more of a question for you guys. We had BB Wars last week, and it was an absolute blast. I had so much fun. But I do think there were some things that actually could be improved. And pretty much like anything else, right? There's always room for improvement with everything. With this time around, I definitely have my opinions, but I'm more curious to hear what you guys have to say and what you would like to see for the very next BB Wars, which might be happening sooner than later. So make sure to let me know down in the live chat as well. Make sure I miss anything. Okay, keep scrolling through. Make sure I miss anything. Keep scrolling through. Okay, let's see here. Make sure I miss anything. Okay, there's a lot of stuff on there. Airsoft info. Always appreciate it. But just gotta scroll through it. Jake, what gun would you recommend if I'm looking for a gun with a good MOSFET, Dean's connector, 10-inch outer barrel, decent hop-up and gearbox for under $400? I mean, you guys already know what I'm going to say. I mean, that also depends, right? You're saying for under $400, there are a few guns that you can get, right? Like, obviously, yes, I'm going to 100% recommend it. You guys already know what I'm going to say. MGC4 all the way, right? Like, I almost feel, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Like, I want to make sure that people know. I want to make sure that people know how good of a deal that the MGC4s are. Now, this would be my go-to option, right? You can either get the Mark 1, or you can put a pre-order for the Mark 2. Again, these sold out, and there had to be put on a pre-order to get more for a reason. These things are fucking hot, man. These things are freaking hot. But there are other options you can get as well. For under $400, right? You can also go with something like, they're basically coming from the same fucking factory, right? Arms. There we go. I can't freaking spell today. Go with something like a Spectre Arms. We actually just put up these new P pluses on their Edge 2.0 models. Now that is something that I would take a look at, right? For me, I'm kind of basic. I would just go with just like the standard like M4A1 configuration, right? And then just build it out from there, right? Something like this, like the SAE03, right? Something like this. Now, the main difference between the standard model and the P Plus model is that while the Spectre Arms do have a 603 Type 4 inner barrel and an oak and a decent bucking and good hop-up chamber, it just, it could use a little extra pizzazz. So what we decided to do with the P Pluses, we take out the stock inner barrel and the stock hop-up and the stock hop-up nub, and we swap it out for the Unicorn set, the Unicorn Airsoft set, which is magnifique, right? Magnifique, beautiful, right? Absolutely love that setup. Again, it's like it's the fucking cheat code, dude. It's a fucking cheat code for better accuracy, better range, better consistency as well. It sounds like a Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's, right? But no, seriously, like these things are an absolute cheat code. You throw this in any airsoft gun, and I guarantee you will be noticing a significant improvement, right? We've done the testing. If you haven't checked out our YouTube video on it, make sure to check it out. It's on there. Got a lot of good information on there. But the fact that you get that already pre-installed, you'll still get the stock barrel set up like in the packaging. So if you want to go back to that, you can, or if you want to use that in another gun, you have it. But The fact that it comes already out the box, pre-installed for you, meaning you can just plug in your battery and you're good to play. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty freaking sweet, Lois. Like I'm all for it. I'm 100% for it. And again, they're on sale right now. They're discounted. So I would highly recommend picking one of these bad boys up, especially if you're looking for something good under $400. But it also depends on what you were looking for. Those are also going to be pre-wired to Deans as well. Those and the MGC4s should be pre-wired to Deans. Bear in mind, it's actually not that hard to wire a gun to Deans. Just saying, right? Another option, probably Arcturus. That's another great option. I love Arcturus. Arcturus. Yeah, I spelled it right. Right. Arcturus has a couple different models and so many different options depending on your price point as well, right? And we also carry a ton of OEM parts as well, which is actually pretty sick. I was very happy that we're able to carry a lot of their individual pieces. So if you break something, potentially we'll have literally the exact OEM part needed to replace it out, right? There are a ton of different Arcturus guns and something to match your price point. So if you're looking for something under $400. You said you needed a metal body, 10-inch barrel. Okay, 10-inch barrel was the biggest thing, right? I would say, yeah, that's probably my go-to. That's there's a reason why. This is one of our most popular sellers. Arcturus models is going to be the NYO2CQ 10-inch barrel, right? Polymer upper, but you are getting a metal handguard on here. Nice M-LOK rail. Again, just your basic M-LOK SBR 10-inch setup, but that's pretty much all you need, right? Micro switch trigger, excellent shimming job. And I do mean excellent shimming job. These things are fucking shimmed almost perfectly, near perfectly, if not perfectly, right? Absolutely love these guns. This would be one that I'd recommend, and it's a very good deal. $214.95. Are you kidding me? That's fucking worth it, dude. 602 Type 4 inner barrel because Arcturus wanted to be those guys, right? They just wanted to one up everyone. 602 Type 4 inner barrel, rotary style hop chamber. It's solid, man. That you got plenty of good options there. This would be another top contender, I would say. For me, if you're looking for just all-around performance, 100% is going to be the MGC4. Specna Arms is, not too bad either. I like those a lot. The Arcturuses are solid, especially for that price point. If you were looking for something a little bit more affordable, then yeah. The only downside, I believe that these might... We'd have to double check, see if they were already come out the box pre-wired to Deans. I think they might be, and they are using a Deans to Tamiya adapter out the box. But again, I'd have to double check that. But yeah, even then, if anything, we sell literally if you guys didn't know, if you guys wanted us to Deans any sort of airsoft gun you have, just type in Deans plug installation. It's a service we offer. It's literally $5 on our website, right? You can order that for every connector that you want. So if you want an airsoft gun wired to Deans, order this battery, same thing. If you wanted both the airsoft gun and the battery wired, order 2 of these. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, right? And you get it right out the box with the Deans connector already done for you. We do it for you. So in case you didn't know, Make sure I'm missing a thing. Would it be cool if different guns, like the main gun, use 8mm and a pistol use 40mm? That's what I'm saying, Pro Snipes. That would be freaking cool. That'd be freaking sick. Okay, answer that one. All right, should be caught up on all of those. And again, guys, take advantage of the promos right above my head. It's not going to be lasting all day. It's only going to be lasting till the end of the live stream. You have until 5:30 to take advantage of the promo, right, to get as many entries into the shopping spree giveaway as possible. All right, scroll down the most recent comments and questions. All right, there we go. Corvell, when is my package going to get here? I ordered it Thursday. I ordered the Baba Yaga. Well, very good choice, actually. The Baba Yaga is a solid pick. So if you ordered it Thursday, depends on where it's coming from. I can't give an exact ETS or an exact date as to when it would ship out. However, if you ordered it Thursday, odds are it will either ship out Monday or Tuesday. With a lot of items, we actually get them from other warehouses, so they have to actually come in. We have to verify that, yes, this is the right item. We don't want to just be rush and then send you something that is not what you ordered, right? You want to make sure that you get the products you ordered properly. So we're going to make sure that those come in once we get them and confirm that, yes, it's here, everything's good to go. And we ship it out. You get a email notification when it ships out, along with a tracking number as well. It's been packed. Yes, things take time to be pulled. We are not Amazon, Corvell. Make sure I'm missing anything. Answer that one. Okay, this is it. Make sure it keeps going up. You have to go to paintball field to play airsoft here. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of paintball fields will double up as airsoft fields. I mean, that's fine. I think the only downside with that is that a lot of paintball fields won't always clean up their. At least from what I've noticed. A lot of times they won't clean up their paint, which again is fine on certain barriers. But when you have like a hole, like on the floor, right, what's supposed to be like a nice concrete like path, when that's covered in paint, you can't walk on it without slipping. That's a little bit of a problem that I have. That's just a hazard. Whether you play airsoft or paintball, that's just a hazard no matter which way you look at it, right? I would hate, right, if I'm like rushing through a field and I like go across this path and it's just covered in paint and I slip and fall, right? Concussion City, here we come, right? G-Dog, if your AG replica cycles 2 times and nothing comes out on the 3rd cycle and then it shoots 3 like a shotgun, what is the solution? It might be the hop-up bucking it, so it might be like a hop-up, a hop-up rubber, Rilo, same, that's, you're right on the money. That sounds like a hop-up issue to me. It might be too tight. Again, generally speaking, you don't want to have your hop-up set all the way like up, down, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. You don't want to have your hop up all the way set, right, to the max. Give it a little bit of space. Maybe try it with no hop. See what it does from there. And then if not, maybe check the air nozzle. See what might be going on there. It might be broken. That might be another thing as well. Okay, let's see here. Can y'all come back to Texas, Corvale? Yes, we are going to be coming back to Texas for BB Wars. Like, again, you can bet your money that we are going to be coming back to Texas next year. It's going to be a matter of figuring out the date. Right, working that out with D14 and the other sponsors as well, trying to figure out when would be the best time to do it, because we also still have BB Wars East Coast that we need to, like, again, we're still trying to get it made. Again, it's just a matter of waiting for the fields to get back to us, because again, at this point, it's going to be all on them and the sponsors being able to come to a decision. All 3 of us, the sponsors, the event organizers, us, and then the field itself, to be able to come to a deal that's going to be mutually beneficial for all parties. Because otherwise, no one wants to do it, right? And it makes sense, right? It has to be beneficial for everyone. There's a lot of effort that goes into planning those events, right? Superbot coming up looks amazing. Yes, it does, actually. Guys, can we talk about that for a minute? Can we talk about this for a minute, right? The new Silver 20th Anniversary Mystery Box version 2, baby! The Electric Boogaloo is coming, right? It is coming. It is going to be going live, I believe, this Thursday, right? This Thursday on the, was it the 2nd? Let's see here. Yeah, on the 2nd, which should be on a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's going to be going live this coming Thursday. 155, right? And the prize list is actually really fucking sick. It's actually really good, right? The top list, we got the Wolverine MTW, the SBR. Okay, I'm not a big HPA guy. You guys know this. I've said this plenty of times. However, that MTW, man, that thing is clean as fuck. Like, Wolverine did a bang up job with their MTWs. Those things are fucking, like, near indestructible, my guy. Like, that's freaking cool. You also got the Arcturus SP1 carbine, the SIG MCX. You got the Classic Army Nemesis LS12. What is this? No, we do not. Unfortunately. Sorry about that. We have one online, though. We also have the new KWA F90 gas blowback is actually on here too. That's actually really sick. This gun is actually so much fun to shoot. Like, I've gotten a good amount of range time with it here in the Custom Showroom and Lounge, getting a lot of videos for it. And man, oh man, this thing is fun as fuck. It's not perfect. There's one downside I have with this gun specifically. All right, I'll click on it just to show it off, right? This is available for individual sales, so if you guys were looking for it, I'm just saying, now's the time to definitely pick it up. But my one downside that I had with this airsoft gun was the fact that it doesn't take regular LM4 magazines. The regular LM4 magazines have been around for years, right? Everyone's got them. It would just make sense for you to make it compatible with it. That way players can save a little bit of money. It's more of an incentive for players, especially longtime KWA fans, to keep and buy this airsoft gun and keep their magazines, right? So that way they can interchange between their LM4 and their F90. But unfortunately, they decided to go with a different magazine. I get it, right? The waffle cut on the exterior, like, that's there for, like, that's the design of the magazine. But you could have made it cross-compatible. I know they could have, but that was definitely something that they did to go out and get more money. It seems kind of shitty, but it is what it is at the end of the day, right? You got to play by their rules. They're the ones that made it. But even then, I got to say, I still think that the F90 is worth it. I do still think that the F90 is 100% worth it, considering how fun that gun is to shoot. All right, let's see here. Get the gift card. Pro tip: get the gift cards. Then you have a special for extra entries on a gun mystery box. Use your gift cards balance maximum entries. That's what I'm saying, Rilo. That's what I'm saying. Rilo, you know what's up, dude. You know what's up. Guys, if anything, worst case scenario, right? Promo above my head. Every $50 spent, right? Just get gift cards. Get yourself a voucher, gift voucher, right? And as soon as that clears the next business day, which is going to be Monday, right? As soon as they clear on Monday, you can use that towards anything else. Use that, if anything, towards, right? Pull it up right here. I'm gonna pull it up right here. It's gonna take a little while because it's slow. So it's slow. So you can use that, right? Once it clears towards the classic YouTube unboxing mystery box, right? So you can still get the 15 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying that is definitely the move, the pro moves, right? The pro player moves right there. Rilo's on it. Rilo is 100% on it, right? All right, let's see. Let's scroll down. Okay, yep. Answer that one. Okay. I want to color code the mags to shoot red, white, and blue. Oh, airsoft info. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty freaking sweet. America, I smell oil. That shit mine. Pro Snap. Will BB Wars ever come to the East Coast? I'm in South Carolina, and I hate barely having airsoft fields here. Yes, BB Wars East will be happening. That is actually something that we actually kind of feel to an extent, Pro Snipes, because, you know, at least with, like, West Coast, there's definitely a lot more fields, like, for choices that we have in terms of, like, hey, if we wanted to host another, you know, California event, we're kind of spoiled for choice. Like, we have a lot of options we can reach out to, right? Especially because BB Wars has been brought back, and we're getting building it up again in terms of its reputation and its name, and it's definitely getting up there. And a lot more fields now, especially West Coast, are a lot more open now towards being able to host BB Wars again, which is actually really, really cool. It's sweet. That's exactly what we wanted to happen, right? But in the East Coast, you know, there aren't a ton of fields. There are fields for sure. There are some pretty cool ass fields out there, but not as many if we're just talking about sheer numbers, right? So it is a little frustrating, you know, when fields don't get back to us when we message them like, hey, we want to work with you guys. We want to have this really cool event. We know that a lot of the East Coast fandom wants to have us there. It'd be really cool to host something for the community out there. And when we don't hear back, it's just frustrating. And I know, like, you guys don't have a whole lot of, like, insight as to what's going on behind the scenes, but it's happened, like, over and over again where we message fields and we're like, hey, you know, we message the owners or their marketing team or their sales division. We message everyone that we can on the fields in terms of emails and contact info that we're provided, and we're told either, like, they ignore us or we're just told, oh yeah, we'll get back to you on that, and, like, they just completely ghost us for a while, right? Like, it's a little frustrating because we want to host it for you guys. If we could, we would host an event in every single state. That if we had the opportunity to, we would do that. However, it is going to be up to, again, sponsors and the fields to work with us in order to host these events. And when one party doesn't want to do it, it ruins the whole thing, right? It just unfortunately falls apart. But again, as soon as we can get a field to contact us again and actually, like, confirm with us and work out the deals, reasonable amount, and again, it can come to a conclusion that we all need to be benefiting from the event, then yeah, you can bet your ass we're going to be out there in BB Wars East. I've actually never been to South Carolina. I'm actually very curious. I would very much love to take a I've told this on stream plenty of times before. The dream is to always go on a U.S. Airsoft tour, and then after the U.S. Airsoft tour, go on an international tour where I tour different countries and see what the Airsoft scene is like out there. Let's see, make sure I'm missing anything. What all colors do tracers shoot? So, I mean, technically speaking, I guess it depends on the Tracer BB itself, right? Like, most Tracer BBs typically are going to be a green. It's the brightest color. It's the easiest to see. Red does exist. However, red we typically find to be a little bit more dim. Oh, excuse me. Compared to, like, your traditional green. Which I'm like, all right, you know, that's fine. You know, we thankfully we sell both red and green Tracer BBs. What I was most disappointed about is that, I don't know if you guys know the brand High Power Airsoft. They had blue Tracer BBs that they had available for sale. And Justin, the Storefront Justin, and myself were intrigued as all hell, right? We're like, yes, this is a dream come true, especially for me because I'm such a huge, like, Star Wars fan, right? I love my Clone Wars so much, right? I would love nothing more than to, like, cosplay as a clone trooper, right? Just some nice Phase 1 armor, right? Maybe part of the 212th. Going out there, right, and just blasting some clankas, right, with my blue blaster bolts. But unfortunately, when we did the testing, because Justin ordered himself a bottle of BBs to test it out, when he tried it out, man, oh man, it was disappointing. That was such a ripoff. Like, there is almost no illumination from the BB whatsoever, right? Just whatever reason, like it just does not want to work with the trace units that are on hand, right? Like no matter how bright the trace unit may, the flash, the UV flash might go off, it's just dull, it's dim, it doesn't bright up, it doesn't lighten up like green tracer BBs, right? And it's so disappointing. The technology just isn't there yet. They haven't found the secret formula, right, to make different colors as bright as green. The day that happens, you can bet that I'm going to go out and buy myself some, especially blue or purple. Purple would actually be cool too, but specifically blue because that has been a dream. And just unfortunately, it's just not there yet. Sad to say. I would love nothing more than to use blue tracer BBs, but as of right now, the only real viable option is green and sometimes red. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. Let's keep scrolling up. Keep scrolling up. Why did it move? Why did it move? Why did it move? I'm not moving this. Why is it? Oh. Okay. Answer that one. Answered that one. Answered that one. Make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. How you guys doing, by the way? All my new viewers out there, how are you guys doing? How's your weekend going? You guys gonna be playing this weekend? Let me know down in the live chat as well. Dress up for the stream, homie Ness. You know what? I might just do it just because why not? Right? It's spooky season. Might as well get into character, right? Is there a SCAR 20s you'd recommend for a DMR build? SCAR 20s. Is you're talking just as any SCAR like or AEG out there? It's kind of hard, right? Because the one that I own right now is my favorite SCAR that existed on the market, but that's like doesn't exist anymore. I have my personal one is the WeTech AEG SCAR H. What these SCARs? There are a couple of guns that I would recommend for DMR builds that'd be a lot easier than a SCAR. However, if you really, really want to go for that SCAR, that MK17, right, that DMR build, let's see, MK16. Type in MK16, right? Wait for that to load. And oddly enough, what I'm going to recommend is that you actually get, the Ares Mark 16-H. This is basically your SCAR H, right? SCAR H at home. I mean, at the end of the day, this looks just like it, right? I would say go for this one. There's actually a very good reason for that. Magazines. It takes M14 magazines, which is crazy to me. That's like such a big brain move. That's such an IQ 10,000 move right there. Makes it super convenient for you to find magazines because everywhere we carry M14 magazines, right? Like they're gonna be readily available, and that's really really freaking cool. That's what I would probably honestly suggest if you want to do a DMR build for that platform specifically. It's kind of hard to recommend SCARs nowadays, considering not too many of them exist anymore on the market. Like they exist, but not too many of them. But yeah, I'd probably say maybe the Ares one potentially. If you can find the WeTech AEG one specifically, I'd say go for that one. You can go for the gas one. That's super fun. But gas DMR builds, those are tricky. Those are a lot harder to do. Not saying impossible, just a lot harder. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Toshiro, where does the Pro line sit in the Lancer Tactical hierarchy? Is it better quality than the Gen 3, for example? It's not that it's necessarily I consider it better. It's of the same quality, but I like the value you get more from the Gen 3. Like the Gen 2 has it there for sure. The pre-installed ETU is solid, right? The internals are good, very easy to upgrade should you want to do that in the future, and you do get the metal receiver. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of the money honestly went down to having a metal receiver, which I don't really care about. It's cool when it's there, for sure, and if I had a preference, yeah, I'd say so. But at the end of the day, it's not a make or break for me, right? Like, I would say that both are going to be solid and you'd be happy. For me, I would say if you have the money, go for the Gen 3 because I love all the programming options you have. The Nebula MOSFET just like sets it apart. But if you were looking for something that was going to be easier to work on in terms of like a tech project, then going for the Pro line, like the Gen 2 Pro lines, those are going to be solid. We've made plenty of customs off of those. It depends on what you're looking for, really. It depends on what you want. How do you guys program the MOSFET in the NBC4 Mark II to make it a binary trigger? It is through the trigger alone. There's no need to go and plug it into a desktop or a laptop or anything. It's through the trigger alone using the selector and the trigger. There's actually a programming card in the box that'll more greatly in detail explain how to do it. There's also a video on YouTube that Lancer Tactical actually put up on how to program the Nebula MOSFET. So I highly recommend checking that out. But essentially it's a matter of like flipping the selector, holding down the trigger in a certain fashion to be able to go ahead and activate it, and then using a series of beeps to let you know what setting you're in currently. Thank you, Isaias. Okay, I see what you're saying, DJ. Yeah, when we say crytek is outdated, nobody's talking about the actual body. We're talking about the internals and its features. It offers a V2 gearbox somewhat. By somewhat, I mean the gearbox is a pain to upgrade and doesn't offer a whole lot it doesn't a whole lot except its externals. Thank you, Isaias. Okay, do apologize if it wasn't like super clear, but yes, the body itself is fine. Well, even okay, I'm gonna be honest. Even then, the body is like not. You know what I'm talking about, especially if you got a lot of older guys. You remember, right? You drop your crytek, where's it always gonna fucking break? Always gonna be on the lower receiver near the pistol grip, right underneath the buffer where the buffer tube would be. That shit always cracks. Always freaking cracks. I'm not gonna give him too much. I don't want to talk shit. It's just frustrating when I see people. It's heartbreaking because I see people who save up their money, buy it, right, and then it breaks. It cracks the first time they drop it. Meanwhile, we run over our fucking Lancer Tactical Gen 2 or Gen 3s, or run over our classic Army skirmishes, right? Run over the Kalashnikov USA guns, and they're like, yeah, we light them on fire, and they're still shooting. Like we have them in the storefront, and they still shoot, right? It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate that that they're that expensive to this day. Answer that. Okay, answer that one. Answered that one. Answered that one. Okay, yeah, should be caught up on all those. Let's scroll down the most recent comments and questions. Oh god, it moved so fast. Prime Tech Customs, what's going on, dude? Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. I know Blue Mag was also planning to make blue Tracer BBs, but info went into the void. I don't mind green, but would be neat to see yellow. Few Mandel. Hey, yo, man. Yeah, dude, yes. Yes, my guy. Yes, Prime Tech. You know what I'm talking about, bro. I love it in Clone Wars whenever they pull out their blasters and the yellow blaster bolts. That's sick. That's sick, right? Especially like Sabine in Rebels, I remember her blaster bolts being yellow when she would pull out her dual-wield pistols. Although, did they change that? If I remember correctly, in Ahsoka, they changed it to red. Can you use that? I don't know. In like Star Wars lore, can you actually change out the Tabana gas so that like the color gets changed out? Like, could you on like a DC-15, right? Could you change out the source of the Tabana gas you're using to refill it? Could you change it out for a different source so that way instead of a blue blaster bolt, it's now red? I don't know. I actually don't know exactly. I know that Tabana gas is what's powering it, but I do not know for sure. I do not know the logistics of like the color, right? Anyways, keep scrolling. Sorry, I love talking about Star Wars. I love talking about Star Wars. Kind of got the tism for it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, let's keep scrolling through. Keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm missing anything. Okay. G Dog asks, what are the best ARP9 compatible mid-cap mags? Because my classic Army mags only work upside down. Huh. That sounds interesting because the classic Army was like the go-to for most people. I'm not too sure what might be going on there with those magazines. Maybe the magazine itself might actually have some issues. Maybe the spring has been worn down and you have to like put it down so that way it goes. I'm not 100% certain there. I mean, G&G, obviously, they offer their magazines that are compatible with the ARP9 as well. I would say maybe stick with G&G mags then, if that's the case. Or you can go with the PTS AR9. Should work. Is that the correct term? Yeah. I would say go with the PTS EPM mag, the AR9. That's going to be specifically designed for G&G Classic Army. That should work. That should work for them, right? You can also try the Lancer Tactical, yeah, the LT35 magazine. That's another one as well. But both those, I would say probably just go with the PTS one for me personally. But again, that's just me. All right. Let's keep scrolling through. What did you do to your hair, Jim the Mad Viking? It's hair. I didn't color it or anything. I'm not sure what that is. I mean, at least I have my hair, Jim. Red Fox Paintball has 162 acres with 12 scenarios. Pro Snipes. Okay. Red Fox Paintball. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know if that was a field that we reached out to. That sounds familiar, though. It might have been, but we can... I mean, again, we want BB Wars East to happen, bro. We want BB Wars East to happen. So at some point or another, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time waiting for... That's another thing, too. You ever know... I don't know if this is a thing for you guys out in the East Coast or, wherever you guys are situated out in the U.S. Is it weird that, like, okay, with a lot of fields that I've been to, whenever it came to contacting the owner, they were basically non-existent. I know Geo from SC Village is usually there, But when it comes to a lot of other fields, like the owners are just never around. The owners are just like, oh yeah, he's like in another country right now, or like, oh, he's on a way on a trip or something. Like they're just never there. They'll sometimes come in to like check up, and I guess that depends business to business, right? But I just find that like a lot of times when we try to reach the owner, they're just like, yeah, we'll ask the employees like, hey, what's going on? Is he like ghosting us? They're like, no, he doesn't always respond like very soon to emails or something. And it's like, what the heck? Right? It's a little frustrating because again, we want to be able to get the ball rolling, right? Or just hit it while it's hot. But at the end of the day, it's not up to us. It's really going to be a matter of the fields themselves being able to want to cooperate and want to be able to communicate. It is what it is. All right, let's see here. He's also wearing a helmet with goggles that makes his optic. Let's see. Make sure I need help picking an optic for myself. Okay. Rilo, good question. Captain Queso. Nice. So your captain is here. Captain, my captain. I need help picking an optic for my son's MP5 66271 for Christmas. He won it from a mystery box from GI. Oh, nice. And it has been his favorite since. Well, Rilo, I'm very glad that you got your son like a mystery box and that he got something that he really enjoyed, right? That's really cool to see. I love hearing the positive feedback, and I always want to make sure that we're getting, the mystery boxes are top tier, and thank God they are, right? I'm very happy to say that they are fucking top tier. 66271. All right, let's take a look at this, right? 66271. Thank you for typing that in. Makes it a heck of a lot easier. Let's see what he got. He got the limited edition? Bro. Dude, that's baller as fuck, dude. That's awesome, Rilo. That's awesome, dude. Okay. So when it comes to picking out an optic, it really depends on like what type of optic and what play style you have. Now, for something like this, obviously SMGs, smaller, more compact than your traditional rifle. Obviously, it's gonna be like, yeah, say something for CQB, but there are some guys that would use it for medium range too. I did it for a few years. Honestly, for that style, I would just say, go for a standard like T1 on a riser or something, right? And that's you're pretty much set, dude. Or anything with a big, again, for me personally, I like stuff with a big sight picture. I don't like anything that's like too small, but a T1 I feel like would look very, very clean, right? Actually, I think one of the new Atlas Custom Works ones might actually do the trick. I would say maybe, yeah, or maybe there's like T2. Yeah. One of these bad boys. This looks clean as fuck. And it's $50 too. That's actually really good. That's actually a really good price for one. I'd say go with this, right? That's simple, effective, cutie mount on there, easy to take off, easy to put on, right? Adjustable, like, again, this is going to be like a solid pick. I would say go for this, right? Personally, I would say go with this ACW. Again, at that price, again, you can get even cheaper. Use coupon code 20th20th for 10% off. You're welcome. You are welcome. Yeah, DJ's get a simple T1, T2. Yeah, it's just fine. I think aesthetically, because of the style of that specific MP5, I think this will lend itself very well to it. All right, let's keep scrolling through. Daniel Bossar, I love your channel. Still reluctant with shipping to Canada. No, dude, I completely understand it. Like, shipping international is always like, no matter where you go, no matter who you order from, it's always going to be a pain, right? And it's going to be a little pricey, right? Duties and fees, that's all money that needs to go to the government, right? In terms of like getting stuff shipped internationally. Right, and then it also requires a level of understanding as to like what's allowed to be imported into the country, what's not, the risk of stuff being like confiscated. I get it. However, I will say we have a very good track record when it comes to getting stuff shipped to Canada. I will say that, right? If nothing else, because I used to work in the customer service departments myself, handling a lot of phone stuff, processing orders, and I'm actually very proud to say that most of our orders shipping to Canada, like, we didn't have any issues really when it came to them. The only time it did was when customers were insistent on ordering stuff that was like clearly not Canada compliant, right? We even said it's like, hey, this is not compliant. Don't order this if you're from another country, and people would still try to do it, and we're like, all right, like, what do you want us to do, man? There's nothing we can do. We literally specify not Canada compliant, but it is what it is, right? So take that for what you will. Pros Knives win, or if Campy Wars come to East, I'm in South Carolina. South Carolina, again, we're not opposed to, wherever on the East Coast BB Wars lands on. Again, it's just going to be a matter of whatever field is really that wants to work with us first. Whichever field can reach out to us, wants to work out with us, and is really cool and cooperative. Whichever field can do that first with us, Yes, we're gonna be doing that there. We're gonna be doing that there. And who knows? There might just be more than one. There might just be more than one BB Wars East Coast event that happens. Again, if we get enough support for it, and if the field's real cool, then yeah, we can totally do it. I mean, a lot of the fields we've been to host BB Wars like us there, right? They like the fact that BB Wars like U.S. Airsoft World, dude. U.S. Airsoft World was insane, dude. It was awesome, and I genuinely am looking forward to the next BB Wars in U.S. Airsoft World, right? That's gonna be amazing because that field is awesome. The player base is cool as fuck, right? And the field, like again, just the crowd, the vibes, the atmosphere is just all there. It's all there. Obviously, the food around there in that area, I'll be honest, not so much. But the vibes, immaculate, right? 100% are immaculate. All right. Moises Hernandez, good to hear from you again, man. Any news on the KWA E4? Not yet. We are getting some KWA stuff being brought in from one of our distributors. They were able to secure another shipment of KWA stuff. I'd have to double check, see if the E4 was part of that. I don't think so. But the minute we're able to get the E4, again, you'll be notified if you hit the notify me button next to the item's description. When it's out of stock, you'll get notified when it's there. I don't think the E4 is part of this shipment, but potentially the next shipment. So I imagine around the holiday season, maybe around like the time of what would be Black Friday, would probably be there. Let's see here. Cody Novitsky, is BB Wars coming to Wisconsin? And then Corville says, bro, BB Wars in the Midwest would be sick as fuck. Yeah, I would love BB Wars to actually happen. Again, like I was saying for the East Coast boys, it's going to be a matter of the field themselves wanting to work with us and then scheduling with the sponsors and the field itself and seeing what's going to work with our schedule, right? And making sure that the whole event is mutually beneficial for all parties. Yeah, dude, I would love to do an event in Wisconsin. I've never been to Wisconsin. I would love to go. And again, guys, if you want to see me, I mean, I'm just saying, if you guys want me to go out there, right, it'd mean the world to me if you guys could show enough support and request on our Discord server, request on our Instagram, just especially on our Discord server. That's like, I feel like the best place to do it. Put out like maybe some type of like petition or something. See if you can get like send queso here or something, right? Send queso to BB Wars Texas. Send queso to the. If you show enough support, I'm sure we can convince boss man and upper management to let me go to BB Wars. That would be amazing, right? Especially outside of California. That would be awesome. Make sure I don't miss anything. Only one on the list that kills my desire to take my chances, and that's the fear of getting another classic army scarab DJ. Oh man, there's nothing wrong with the scarabs, bro. The scarabs are dope, but I get what you're saying. Especially if you already have a few, I could see why that would be like, all right, like I kind of get it. Right? If you ever won the lottery, would you put a urinal in your bathroom? No, I would not. Why? Why would I want to do that? Okay, anytime I see a urinal, I just think, oh man, I'm in a public restroom. Even if it's my own personal one, like I would still, in my head, just because of years of exposure, right? It's just like, oh, I see a urinal. Oh man, this bathroom's dirty. Because it makes me think of a public bathroom. And again, I know people clean them. And people do a fantastic job. There's actually some members of my family that have actually spent their whole years working as janitors, working as maintenance chief, right? Just cleaning up bathrooms and making sure that, like, again, all facilities were like nice and clean and disinfected. And I get that, but in my head, it's still dirty. You know what I mean? So I would never. I would actually. I think I don't want to go to the bathroom anymore if I saw a urinal in my personal bathroom. If I won the lottery, honestly, what I'd be doing would just, I would want to pay off like whatever's left over from my parents' loan on their house. I would pay that off. Then I would buy the house that I'm currently living in now, because we're renting right now. But I do have plans on buying that house. But I would be using that money to buy that, and then any money left, I'd be honestly just spending it with my fiance. We'd be using that towards our wedding, and just getting everything we wanted to, and just not having to stress out about it. You know what I mean? Take a vacation, maybe, and just start traveling more. I mean, at the end of the day, right? I found my life partner, and I just want to experience the whole world with her. That's honestly what I really want to do at the end of the day. Right, I want to be able to go to all these different countries, maybe play airsoft too when I'm out there. Right, absolutely. Oh, dude, it's gonna be so dope. We're already starting to like plan a little bit of details on our wedding. Right, we know for a fact that we want to get married in Mexico. We want to go to oh my God, why can't I think of it right now? I know we want to go to Guanajuato for our wedding. That's gonna be really nice. It's gonna be really, really nice. So it just keeps going through. I've been stuck on the hands of best. I'm stuck between getting the G&G PC45 or the KWA Lucy or the T6 KWA FDE color. Help me. I've been stuck on what's the best. Oh, Joseph, that's a very good question, dude. Between all those, okay, G&G PCC45, right? That's a banger, right? PCC45. Let's pull that bad boy up, why don't we? Yeah. Right? Any of these PCC45s, at the end of the day, they're going to be pretty sick, right? They're going to be pretty dope. I think my only complaint about them was the battery compartment, and they are a little bit on the pricier side. Now, if you have the means for it, don't worry about it, right? It's not really going to be relevant. The other options, right, that you pointed out, KWA Lucy, right? The KWA Lucy. Did I spell it right? I'm pretty sure it's Lucy. Yes. The Lucy, now, I feel is a better bang for your buck. Now, it is not going to be using a full metal construction. It is using a polymer construction, right? But, again, you know KWA. You know they're going to be putting in that work, right, to make sure that their polymer is sturdy as fuck, right? I love the construction on this. The build materials is fantastic. The build quality is great. The out-of-the-box performance, it's already competitive. Again, Boaz and I are on the exact same agreement that we love the KWA Original Series because, again, you don't have to do anything to them, with the exception of the inner barrel and bucking. And, like, again, just swap for unicorn and you're done. Like, you're done. You literally have nothing else to do, right? I would say, for me personally, I would say go with the Lucy. Now, you were also asking about the T6, right? Now, the T6 is fucking banging. The T6 is banging, but at the end of the day, you are basically paying for a metal body, right? Which, don't get me wrong, if that's worth it for you, then by all means go for it. The T6 is a banging airsoft gun. It's a great quality gun. For me, though, if I'm just looking at performance and bang for your buck, the KWA original, the KO Lucy, or pretty much any of the KO series, that's where the money's at, bro. That's where my money's at. I would go for the Lucy, but again, any one of those options, you'd be fine. I think if I had to put like a tier list, Lucy, T6, then PCC45. That's where it would be for me. That's my list. But again, honestly, either one that you go with, Joseph, you're going to be happy with. Keeps going through. Oh, God. Corville, do you think y'all have a new Texas store? I missed the old one in Plano. Yeah, it would be dope if we could have our Texas store back again. The cost... Like, man, the cost of living in Texas went up like crazy, bro. Like, the rent that we had for the store, right, to like actually open up shop, that cost to keep it open just like skyrocketed during the freaking like pandemic, dude. It just freaking skyrocketed like crazy, man. Like, maybe that's definitely something that we want to do in the future. Like, we have the means to do it. It's just a matter of finding the space, really, at the end of the day. It's just a matter of finding the space that's actually going to be worth it. Because at the end of the day, too, the money that we save, like, we end up like spending it like towards like more events, more BB War stuff. So there's kind of a trade-off. You know what I mean? I think right now, though, we probably could do it. Again, it's just a matter of finding a good deal for a place too, because we also don't want to have to spend exorbitant amount of money for a space and it like not be worth it. And it'd be like super small, and we can't accommodate the stuff we want to do in the Texas store. It's kind of how it rolls. Keeps going through. Okay, I should be caught up on all those. Let's scroll down to the most recent comments and questions. I have the KWA E4 now. I might want to tap the new one with air. Oh, I see. You're ruining it. I'm kidding. Yeah, man, if you want to do that, by all means, go for it. Prime Tech, let's see. Ooh, I love when Prime Tech jumps in. T6 and Lucy are practically the same. Internally, T6 has the adjustable FPS feature. PC45 is standard G&G G2. Really depends on your taste. Yeah, there you go. I like the fact, again, that's why I'm saying that the value is there for me personally, more for the Lucy, considering, again, if you don't really mind sacrificing a metal like receiver set, which doesn't really make that much. It honestly doesn't really make much of a difference, honestly, because again, the KWA like KO series, their polymer it's good, man. It's really fucking good. When you gonna restock the Jim the Mad Viking custom VSR 10s? You know what? Maybe we should do custom VSR 10s and call him Jim. We'll just call him Jim. The Jim custom. It's possible to illuminate yellow. Color waveform can get close to green, and yeah, they changed to these last bullet color in Ahsoka. Our lore-wise, green is the most expensive gas. I mean, it makes sense, right? Okay, I figured that was the case, right? Because the freaking Naboo, like fucking like Senate or not Senate guards, like all the freaking guards that they had in place, right? All their like local law enforcement agents, right? That you saw show up in the video games and in Phantom Menace, right? In the Titan games, they all were using green. So that totally makes sense. They're bougie as fuck. That's why all their like ships. You ever notice that? Like anyone from Naboo, like anytime that you would see like a Senate ship rolling by, right? They always had to be fucking chrome. They were always decked out in chrome, and if they had lasers, it was always green. That shit like super expensive, man. Like bougie AF. But I mean, hey, that kind of fits. That kind of fits. Let's see, make sure I don't miss anything. Hey, I'm having trouble deciding between the KWA, Ronin T6 FDE, and the GG. Okay, answered that one. Answered that one. Lugging around a LMG is very strenuous. Homie AB, it can be. Like, no, for sure, especially longer periods of time, or like at, when we were playing at SC, homie, like freaking, yeah, like the heat doesn't help. The heat's the biggest thing. If I can play in like cold weather, I feel like my endurance is so much higher, right? I feel good. I feel like I can go on for a lot longer. But when I'm in the middle of the heat, bro, I don't handle heat very well. I don't. I've just always been a very hot-bodied person. So you put me in a hot environment like the desert, dude, I melt. Like, I fucking melt, right? But it can be, but there are ways to combat that. Again, just training with it, just doing some cardio, right? I know obviously all my swole boys are gonna be like, cardio, what's that? Or fucking hear me out, right? Doing a little bit more cardio, right, will 100% help with being able to lug it for much longer periods of time. You're already strong enough to carry the gun, but can you do it for longer periods of time? That's the biggest thing, right? That's how I measure it out. If I know that I'm struggling to lift up my 249 or my 240 during a game, like if I can't hold it up for a good amount of time, and then like without like having to sound like I'm a pug climbing upstairs, like if I don't sound like that, then I know I'm good. If I do sound like that, I have a problem, and I need to hit the treadmill again. I need to get on my stationary bike, right? Get on the Stairmaster, and then just start working out and start doing some more cardio, because otherwise, I'm going to keep sounding like every time I'm doing it, right? It doesn't matter how strong I am, really. Let's see here. I'm transitioning to sniping after PB Wars. What would you recommend for sniper rifle, and what fields allow sniper rifles in the field? I mean, most fields in California, like SC Village, Hollywood Sports, Wildlands, especially Wildlands, I think is a really good place to go. Code Red as well. Most fields will typically have some type of rule for a sniper rifle. If you're looking for, honestly, in my opinion, the best like platform to go, just go with like a VSR 10. Go with a VSR 10 clone. My personal favorites would have to be the Double Bell VSR 10. There we go. I had to spell that out. Yeah, the Double Bell VSR 10s. These are going to be sick. If you want one at a banging deal, I would say go for the solid black one. $99. You can actually get that even cheaper when you use coupon code 20th. You get 10% off. You're welcome. But what I would say, so you can take advantage of the promo above my head right now, because again, that's going to be ending in like 33 minutes. 33 minutes left of the live stream, and the promo is over, right? Order the airsoft gun, maybe like some extra magazines, right? And I would say some BBs, right? Order yourself some extra BBs. And then you're pretty much set, right? You're pretty much good to play as is. You get to $100, and you're going to be getting 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. That's all I'm saying. That sounds like the move right there. And again, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to place all your orders through Airsoft GI, because we're the only airsoft retailer that rewards your $20 plus order with a chance to win a shopping spree giveaway. But the promo above my head should suggest otherwise, that you need to make sure that you place your orders now. Like now, before 5:30. Because once 5:30 hits, that's going to be the end of the live stream. And that's going to be the end of the promotions that we have right now. So take advantage now while you can. All right, let's see here. But yeah, homie, like again, you look pretty strong, dude. Just keep at it, keep lifting, and then keep doing some like high intensity workouts, keep doing some cardio, and dude, like going LMG is a vibe. It's a vibe, bro. But if you want to go bolt action, yeah, it's cool too. For me, I just don't have the patience at the end of the day. I don't have the patience for it, which is why I prefer DMRs over sniper rifles, but honestly, I might do a sniper rifle at some point. It's only a matter of time before I do it, Zach Shistak placed an order online, received the pistol. When the 14, they were going to reach out to the Armade team and get back to me. It's been a week. Any insight? Okay, Zach. For that, I would say, because again, I'm marketing, it's a different department, but If you want to, DM us directly, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, with your order number again. Ask for an update. Let us know what's going on. It has to be DMs, though. It has to be DMs specifically, because if it's you don't want to put your order number out. That's information that's private. That should only stick with you. But DM us directly. Yeah, we can. I can. If anything, DM us directly on our Discord, and I can take a look at it as well. Again, typically stuff usually has to set in a queue, so we have to make sure that again, like it goes down the line of when we receive RMAs, right? We have to go down the line who shipped their stuff first, when we got their stuff in. Like, all right, cool. We have to go down the line, right? Who sent their stuff in first, and it's literally just waiting at that point, which is most likely what it is. But again, just if you haven't received a status update, I do apologize for that. I can definitely look into that for you. That's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. Just again, you got to DM us so that we can actually look into it with your order number, so that way I can take a closer look and I can forward that to and make sure that the RMA department actually gets back to you. That's something we can do for you, bro. Let's see here. Make sure it's best real sim mags for AEG. Real sim mags. Omnesca. That's a very interesting question. If you mean like low caps, right? For AEG, that's kind of tough. That's like gonna work in regular AEGs because there aren't too many AEG mags that exist out there that are like real sim. That are gonna be like 30 rounders that exist out there. Not anymore because again, most players want to have more rounds in their magazine. Because they don't want to have to worry about reloading as often. I actually like reloading, but even then, my magazines are typically like 120, maybe 150s. I don't know off the top of my head, actually. Let me see. Low cap magazine. I mean, worst case scenario, you could just put like 30, maybe 40 rounds, depending on what number you want to go for specifically. Maybe put like 30 rounds in your mid-cap magazines, and then just roll with that. That could be one thing that you do. It's kind of hard to do it for AEG, though, I will say. I misspelled the word low. Damn it, I forgot the O. All right, I'm just going to cancel that one out. Low, with the O, cap magazine. Okay, I spelled that right. All right, sweet. Waiting for this to load. Yeah, I remember there was a company called, was it Star? Yeah, it was a Star that used to make those magazines. I remember they had them, but they've been gone for a while. Those are for AKs. It's the Arcturus ones. Are those the switchable? No, those aren't the switchable ones, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we have a switchable one for ARs right now. At least not right now, we don't. Let me double check, though. Arcturus switchable LE. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Arcturus. I don't know, actually. For low cap, that's hard. That's a tough one, dude. That's a real tough one. That's a good question, though. It stumped me. Ooh, okay. That might work, actually. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that actually does the job. The variable capacity EMM magazine for M4. Okay, that should work. It's on our website right now. I'll go ahead and plug that right now. Copy. Put that in. Right there. Yes. Okay, there we go. But that should be the one that I would recommend for magazines. There should be a switch, I believe, on the bottom, actually, where you can go ahead and change it out. Yeah, I think you'd have to, or maybe you'd have to take it. I think you might have to take it out. You might have to take it out, and you can just switch it from there as far as the capacity. But yeah, I would say that fits it, right? That fits it. As far as compatibility, I haven't had any issues with Arcturus mags fitting in anything else. They might be a little tight, maybe like VFC bodies, but that's about it, honestly. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Snakebite. What MOSFET do you recommend? I want something that I can change from semi-lock to allowing full auto. I mean, probably Perrins. The Perrin models, the Perrin MOSFETs are pretty good. Gate Titans are also really good. Those are my personal preferences. Those are probably like my two favorites. Yeah, DJ say that. He said the same thing. Perrin plus. Yeah, that Perrin MOSFET. Those are solid. Just depends on what other features you're looking for. Again, if I'm gonna change out the MOSFET, I like to go all the way, whenever possible. But it depends really what you want to spend. Perrin MOSFETs are a pretty good price, honestly, for what you're getting. Have you reached out to Red Fox people in Taylor, South Carolina? They have 162 acres. Again, I think we have, but again, I'll ask again. I'm gonna write that down. You know what? Tell you what, Pro Snipes, for you, I will write that down. This is not a pen. This is a fucking screwdriver. Anyway, I'm gonna write it down on my phone. I'm gonna write it down on my phone. Right here for you right now. Let's see, what's it called? Red Fox Paintball. Yeah, that name sounds familiar. I'm like fairly certain we did, but I will again have us reach out one more time just in case, right? Red Fox Paintball, right? SC, right? Okay, just so you can see it, right? Red Fox Paintball. I have it written down on my notes, so I will ask again, see if if we've heard anything from them, if we'd already reached out. Again, I will see if we can reach out again. Just you never know, right? You never know. All right, keep scrolling through. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure to go ahead and leave a big thumbs up on this live stream. Guys, we literally have 25 minutes left of the live stream. So if you haven't already, make sure to take advantage of the promo above my head. Remember, every $50 spent will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? So $50 order, 5 entries. You reach $100, that's 10 entries. 150, 15. You guys get the idea. Think multiples of 50. You'll be getting 5 per, right? Don't miss out. We have some amazing stuff right now. Again, if you want to take a look at one of the best deals that you can get right now, they want to get the most amount of winnings possible. Place your order for the YouTube Unboxing Mystery Box, the classic, the OG, going for $175 right now. With this box, you will be getting 15 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, 15 chances of winning that prize pot all for yourself, in addition to being able to have your wish potentially granted, right? If you place a request, when you place the order in the notes comment section, when you place the order, there is a strong possibility that your wish might be granted, right? Now, obviously, there are budgets and limitations of what we can do, but if you give us some room to work with, we can definitely do that. We can definitely see what we can do about hooking you guys up as best as we possibly can. So place your orders now while you can, before the live stream's over. Let's keep scrolling up. Okay, I think, caught up on that one. All right, let's scroll to the most recent comments and questions. There we go. Jin, why would you want a semi-locked gun for full auto? Or what would you want make a semi-locked gun full auto? You will fry it. It's not set up to full auto. People do what I let people do what they want to do, Jim. At the end of the day, I'll let people do what they want to do at the end of the day. Yes, you would want something that's like, yes, semi-locked. Typically, it would be nice to be able to have that, shooting full auto. But again, you're right. Some guns without proper work might not actually be able to really handle it at the end of the day. But again, let the people do what they want to do, right? A homie AB, what box mag would you recommend? I have the 200 or 2500 A&K box magazine. Homie AB, my personal favorite for like 249s in general, probably be, let's see. I wonder if we have the nutsack still available. It's always the nutsack that I always like recommending. Yeah, they're still available. The Classic Army 1200 box mag. Those are my favorite mags to go with. They are pricey. I won't lie. They are a little pricey, right? But if you want the cheaper version, you can actually get the A&K one specifically. That one's actually pretty cool. That one's 1,500 rounds, actually. That one's 1,500 rounds. Yeah, that's probably that. There you go. Homie AB, that would be the one that I would probably try out first. See if you like, because it's going to be a lot smaller. It will literally cut down your ammo count by like 1,000. But I mean, at the end of the day, 1,500, like, it's pretty solid. You know what I mean? And I like how much more compact it is. It doesn't. The 249s don't need any more bulk, really, at the end of the day. If you can minimize that, it will help out quite a bit. That would be the box magazine that I would recommend. Let's keep scrolling through. You know what? I'll just upgrade my 249 and deal with the heaviness. See you at the next BB Wars. That's what I'm talking about. My heavy boys, my heavy class. That's what I like to see, homie. I mean, either or. I mean, whatever you run, that's cool. It's cool, man. Like, if you want to do the bolt actions, do it. It's just, for me, I just don't have the patience for it. I'm not like Jim, where I'm like, a Buddhist monk where I can just like complete silence, sit still for like hours on end just to get the kill, right? I personally can't do that. But for everyone that can, by all means, go for it, dude. But yeah, I do like to see more LMG representation out there. G-Dog, how do I know what BB weight I should use? It depends on a couple of things. The airsoft gun, your environment that you're playing, even the weather in the environment, right? It really depends on what it is that you're looking for, what sort of factors are there, right? For me, if you're going to be, I like to kind of narrow it down. If you're playing outdoors, all right, could you use a .20? Yes. Do I always recommend that? No. I normally like to recommend going up to a start, like your minimum for outdoors is 2.5, right? If you're playing indoors, you can get away with using a 2.0, though I know a lot of guys like to push it and will go to the absolute limit. with the BB weight that they can use indoor setting, right? And it also helps too, because again, if you're shooting from a distance, sometimes, especially if you have gear on, you might not always be able to feel a 2.0. And it's not that the person's cheating; they just genuinely don't feel it. I've had that happen to me before, actually, where someone was insistent that they were shooting me and that they were hitting me. Like I think they say like, yeah, I shot you 3 times. I didn't fight them. I said, oh, sorry, man. I have all this gear on. You were shooting me from such a distance, I most likely didn't even feel it. Like, I didn't feel anything, right? But I still call myself out. I know a lot of guys will like to increase the B weight so that way, like, when they shoot, they'll feel it a little bit more, which sounds fucked up to say. I kind of get it. But at the end of the day, I also understand, too, right? You just want to avoid that situation altogether because you don't want to be like that guy trying to, like, call other people's hits out, right? Or constantly having to tell people, oh, I actually shot you. It just kind of sounds weird. So I normally say if you're going outdoors 2.5, stock guns typically, I usually say you typically want to stop at like maybe a 3.2 is like the limit. That's like kind of pushing it. Like, could your hop up lift it? Yes, but it's going to require a lot of work, and that can really depend on the hop up chambers themselves. There are some hop up chambers that are actually like, again, like solid as is, up to a certain like weight of BB, right? For me, I usually find that under 3.2, like 3.2 and lower, and you're pretty much set. You're fine, right? You have no problems. Anything else after that, I would probably say maybe upgrade the hop up, or upgrade the bucking, upgrade the nub, upgrade the inner barrel as well if you haven't already. That's what I would personally suggest. Does the Novus MDS1 fit the Novus 1.5? Right? MDS1. I have to remember all these models off the top of my head. MDS1. Does it fit that riser? Novus riser? It should, honestly. I don't know why they wouldn't. Does it fit it? Yeah. Yeah, it should fit it. Yeah, I'm like fairly confident that should fit it. Like, I'm like 95% sure. I'm like 95% sure that'll work. Nguyen Yan as, how do you like the new KWA F90? Dude, the KWA, I was talking about it earlier in the stream, actually. The KWA F90 is dope, dude. Like, the F90 is like a super, super fun gun. Again, it's unique. It's a unique platform that you don't see as often anymore on Airsoft, right? In terms of just like AUGs, or technically there's not really an AUG, it's an F9. It's Lithgow Arms F90. I get it, but it's an AUG, right? It's an AUG, right? You don't see too many AUGs anymore, and they're kind of a sleeper hit, right? So the fact that now we get a gas blowback one from KWA, dude, yes. I am here for it, right? I am 100% here for it. Again, my only gripe with it was the fact that they didn't make it compatible with LM4 magazines. That was my only issue that I had with it. I get it, right? The magazines in real world are a little bit different, but you could have gotten away with it, right? Just make it easier for, your already pre-existing KWA LM4 owner, fan group, right? Make it easier for them so that if they already have LM4 magazines, they can just swap them out, right? They can just use those mags. Saves them a lot of money having to buy the extra magazines. But, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. The KWA decided to make that decision. Whether it's whether it's going to bite them in the ass or not, only time will tell. But if you're asking me how I feel about it as a gun, as a whole, I love it. I think it's cool. All right, let's see here. Make sure I'm missing anything. What about opening a store on the East Coast? I'm in an area where there's a lot of manufacturing space. The warehouses here are somewhat affordable here. I know we did have at one point years and years ago, right? Way before my time. I know we opened up a Virginia location. I would be cool. It would be really cool to open up and start expanding GI stores again. Being able to have like more like locations in different states. That'd be really cool. I would love to see a Texas store. I would love to see a Virginia store as well. I would love to pretty much just hit every section of the U.S., right? But again, the only way we can realistically do that is if we see enough support for GI, right? With your continued support, yeah, we will be able to, but we got to go out and see like that there's an incentive for us to do that. Because it is a lot of money and a lot of work that needs to be invested in being able to open up another location, right? And then being able to manage another location too. That's rough, man. That's a lot of work. People underestimate how much work that really is. But if any of you guys are business owners, some of my families, like, they had their own trucking business, for example, right? And even owning that, just that, right? Not that it's just that, it's simple, but being any sort of like self-employed or like business owner or entrepreneur in that sort of sense, that's tough, man. That's really, really tough. I have like a ton of respect for Boss Man for, the amount of work that it took to get GI where it's at right now, man. That was nothing short of just fucking dedication, bro. Let's see here. Can I combine coupon code 20th with Affirm? Trace Hillman, I don't think so. You're more than welcome to try it, but I personally don't think so. I could be wrong. You can try it. I don't think so, but I don't think so. Let's see. I have the T6 PW and FDE. I love it. Through in a gate or Warfet, inline MOSFET, real snappy 3-round burst. Hey, Andy Harris. That sounds like a clean setup, bro. That sounds like a really, really nice setup. Let's keep going through. Okay, should be caught up on those. And again, guys, if you have any airsoft related questions, feel free to go ahead and let me know down in the live chat. Has to be with the letter Q right in front of it for me to see it, though. And again, I'm actually very curious to hear what you guys have to say. What would you guys like to see for the very next BB Wars event? What sort of game scenarios would you like? Did you guys like the implementation of the class system or not? You can feel free to let us know. Yeah, what would you like to see? Because I had a blast at this last one, but I know that there are some things that can be workshopped and improved. So I like to hear you guys' feedback as well. Scrolling down to the most recent ones. Let's see here. Joseph Lavdevia. Ooh, I just bought the Lucy. Do you see it? So I can't see the orders right now myself. But dude, Joseph, awesome. I mean, you bought the Lucy, right? You just got yourself multiple entries into the shopping spree giveaway. What was that? 250. So 20. What was that? 25 entries. You should have gotten now, like I believe 25 entries, Joseph, into the shopping spree giveaway. Dude, you might end up winning the shopping spree giveaway. I'm just saying, guys. Again, you can just like Joseph and get like multiple entries in the giveaway and have those odds really in your favor. But you got to place your orders right now during the live stream because we only have about 14 minutes left. Literally 14 minutes left of the live stream. So you guys got to make sure that you hop on it now while you guys can. Take advantage of the promotions because, again, promo above my head is going to be ending in just a little bit. You got to make sure that you take advantage. Don't let the opportunities go to waste. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so take it while you can. Okay, Snake Bites asking, favorite 1911 or 2011 handgun? That's pretty interesting, actually. That's a good question. There are quite a few, actually, 1911s that are out there right now. If you're okay, because there are two different platforms, right? I would say for 2011s, I'm gonna be real. It's the Sand Viper. It's either the Sand Viper or the Pit Viper right now. I mean, I'm just looking at performance and just how cool the pistols are, right? Okay, let's go airsoft guns, right? Here's the pistols. 4 pistols right there. Yeah, right. Like going with the Sand Viper, right? The high grade version is just, oh, dude, it's so nice, right? Going with the OG, the new one, like I just like them all, right? I think they're all really, really dope, right? I think though, the newest Sand Viper is probably got to be like a Sand Viper, right? Going with the new Sand Viper, that new, right? The high grade version because it's supposed to be closer to the actual coloration of the real one, and the internal quality is literally that of the Pit Viper. It's got to be this, man. Like, I love this coloration so much. I love the RMR plate on there. I love the hand stippled grip. The coloration is just beautiful. Like, it's cool, right? It's that literally is it. Now, is it the only option that exists out there? No. But if you're talking about just my favorites for aesthetic reasons, for value, for performance, then that's it. Now, for 1911s, I think like I'm kind of a sucker for the classic design, but I also do like, this technically speaking counts as a 1911, right? The AM45, right? The Vorpal Bunny from Double Bell, right? Those would be freaking cool. I love this design, this really sci-fi-esque like aesthetic. It's cool, man. It's just cool. It's super compact, so it fits in my hand because I got really small baby hands. It fits like in my hands really nice. I just like the design, and you can still use standard 1911 magazines and parts on this bad boy, and like you can upgrade this bad boy too. But if you wanted a more traditional 1911, one of my favorites has got to be from Army Armament. 1911. I think it's the R32. Could be let me double check that. R32. Yeah, right. One of these bad boys. This is probably my favorite. This is probably one of my absolute favorites. It literally goes for 101. They got the solid black now. We got the solid black in stock right now. Dude, yes, bro. That's clean. Dude, this is clean as fuck, right? I love the fiber sight that you get. I love like the sort of extra rubber texturization that you get here. It's very, very nice. Lower accessory rail. And again, it's just a TM spec 1911 at the end of the day. It's on a shocker deal for $93. Bruh. I mean, yeah, that's like, you can't go wrong with that, man. You can't go wrong. You can use like whatever 1911 magazines that exist out there, as long as they're not the the like WeTech MEU style magazines are not like the followers up in the front, then yeah, then you can use them, right? If it's a regular, if it's meant for a 1911 style magazine, then or style gun, then yes, you can use it. This is dope. I've actually sold a few of these actually in store, and every person that I've sold it to has been very, very happy with it. You can build this out to the nines, man. You can build this out to the nines. Let's see here. Mon Cosplays, what's going on, man? I want that budget weed gun, but it doesn't fit full length 1911 single stack mags because I got tons of weed tech 1911. Ah, I see. Stitch, Pit Viper. Say, what's going on, Stitch? Didn't see you there. Pit Viper Supremacy, of course. It's mandatory. You got to do it every stream. So 1911 tag from Elite Force upgradable with high kappa parts? I'm assuming not. I mean, as my old friend Taylor, old head tech at GI used to say, anything's possible with enough effort, right? Anything with enough elbow grease and a file, maybe soldering kit and a what is it called? And a Dremel tool is possible, right? But as is right now, no. Like they're not designed for it. 1911 is its own thing. You can still upgrade the 1911s. It takes a little bit of work. Do my other orders from the past 3 days move this to this raffle too? Okay, so Joseph, as long as the orders were made, right, after Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If they were placed on Thursday, anytime after 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, those orders will be counted towards this upcoming shopping spree. However, if any of those orders were placed before Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, no, those orders specifically would not be entered into the giveaway, right? Because those would be entered into the yesterday's or 2 days ago's giveaway. Okay, this keeps going up. Stitch was saying for suggestions, more commander interaction and missions. Okay, so like more than just like 2 missions, I guess, right? Or were you saying like more like maybe like, I don't want to say side quests, but like other stuff to do? More commander interaction. So like you wanted like Cisco to show up? Okay. I mean, that can be a thing. That can definitely be a thing. I can definitely like let people like Cisco know that, hey, more people. He was, to be fair, Stitch, Cisco was out there, man. He was definitely. I saw him with my own eyes. He was out there moving. We're on the right side. We're moving up with Brendan and his squad of homies. A lot of our regulars. We're moving with them. But yeah, I mean, Cisco. I can definitely like let Cisco know. Maybe take more of like an Overwatch style, or like a literal like commander position, right? Kind of moving to the front on all sides and just kind of seeing what's going on. If you want him to move up to the front, sure, we can suggest that. Ideally, you wouldn't want your HVT all the way up in the front, but I can see that. Maybe you want them to interact more with the player base and with the team. That's understandable. I can bring that up to him. I would like to see more role play on break times, maybe. Okay, homie. Okay, I see you. Maybe, like, it's kind of hard to do, like, different staging areas, but maybe that's something we can take into consideration. Rebel stage in one group, and Empire stage in another one. That's actually kind of cool. And we can have, like, maybe, it's going to sound a little corny, but maybe we can have, like, a green screen, or not green screen. We can have, like, a chalkboard, or maybe some type of, like, whiteboard that we bring out. And we have a whole like meeting, letting people know, like, all right, we're gonna be doing this, right? Kind of put up a game plan, what the objectives are. Maybe do separate briefings, right? Maybe do separate briefings for both Rebels and Empire simultaneously, but in separate areas. So that way, again, we're just sticking to our own sides. That I could see that, right? I could see that. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see here. I want to be an airsoft tech. I've been working on mine and my friends. And Pro Snipes, I mean, that's the way to do it, right? You got to get your practice in. You got to practice on your own guns. You got to practice on your buddies' guns as well, and just gain that experience. I mean, that's the only way really to be able to like build your skill set as a tech, is being able to just doing it over and over again and experience. And I would say also maybe see if you can try to like start teching on other guns as well. Maybe like start doing not just version 2s but like version 3s. Just start seeing and experimenting with all the different like airsoft gearboxes that are out there, and then maybe even then move up to like gas blowbacks, right? Indiana store, there are almost none here, and you could hire me. I mean, if for whatever reason we were to open up an Indiana store and you applied, Jim, as long as your resume's there, I believe it. I would 100% consider. If it were me, right, if for whatever reason I had to move to Indiana, right, and I had to like, because we're opening up a shop and you sent your resume, I would definitely be giving you an interview. Jim. I would give you one. Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, scroll up to most. Guys, we literally have 6 minutes left of the live stream. If you haven't already, make sure to place your orders and get as many or get as many chances of winning that shopping spree giveaway. Again, promo above my head is going to be ending in just 6 minutes, so make sure you don't miss out. Every $50 spent will be getting you 5 chances of winning this shopping spree giveaway. 5 entries per $50 spent. Right? $50, 5 entries. $100, 10 entries. $150, 15. You get the idea. Think multiples of 50 and get everything that you need for airsofting at Airsoft GI. BBs, green gas, batteries, chargers, even gift vouchers, right? Get your gift voucher now so you can get the 5 entries. And then, if it's still available, right, because there is a possibility that I can sell. If it's still available, I would highly recommend that you pick up the YouTube unboxing mystery box, the classic version, the OG, right? Pick this bad boy up going for $174. You will automatically be getting 15 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. That's the power move, man. That's the power play right there. But again, guys, time is running out. Time is literally of the essence, so make sure that you place your orders now. It's 5 minutes now. It's literally 5 minutes left. And what would you guys like to see for the next BB Wars, too? I was asking that question for anyone in the chat right now. What would you guys like to see for the very next BB Wars that we host? Because it might be happening sooner than we thought, right? So make sure to go ahead and ask your question and leave your suggestion, too. I'm very curious to see that. Prime Tech could do that Juggernaut idea, but more like Star Wars Battlefront, where the heroes show up on the field for a limited time. So Cisco, Isaias, Boaz with limited invincibility. I'm actually kind of down for that. Right? I definitely like to be more on like. I would prefer for me to be like an active player, right? Just a regular, like one of the boys right on the front, like one of the grunts. But you know that actually would be a very cool idea, right? If I would like to think maybe if a team is losing, right? For me, I would like to see if a team is losing, that team can activate their like hero card, right? They activate their hero and he's called in, and for like maybe 5 minutes, because if we're talking about like an hour, maybe 2 hour long games, I would say maybe max an hour. If we're talking like for hour long games, maybe just like a 5 minute hero, right? Where he sets a timer. All right, for 5 minutes, I'm on the field and I can't be beat, right? That'd be pretty freaking sweet, right? That'd be absolutely pretty freaking sweet. They literally cannot die for like 5 minutes, right? So they can literally go up on the field and like take. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe not entirely invincible. Maybe not entirely invincible. Maybe they have to be shot a certain number of times. You know what I mean? Like they can only be shot. Do we do the balloon thing? I don't know. That's an interesting take. There's a couple ways I guess we could do it. Maybe if we had like a plate or something, like a literal paper plate, like taped onto the person's like plate carrier. If it's entirely shot up before the 5 minutes are up, that doesn't matter. They're dead, right? They're considered killed. Maybe that could be something that we do. I guess it depends. For me, I would want to say like, okay, they get like multiple lives or something. Maybe they have to take a certain number of shots. I don't know. That'd be very interesting. That'd be very interesting to see. That is a good idea, right? Especially for Cisco or for Boaz. I think that'd be pretty cool, right? Or maybe it doesn't have to be when you're losing. Maybe you can activate it at any point that you want, right? But they can only come in for 5 minutes at a time, and then you have to space them out because they can only appear on the field a certain number of times. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever it might be. Let's see here. Map briefings would definitely benefit because in my case, I have never been at SC Village and wasn't aware of the map layout. Yeah, it had been for me, dude. It had been years since I've been to SC Village, right? It had literally been years. But you know, like it wasn't too like difficult to like get the layout of the land for me. But I think that was because we were on the high ground, if we will. We definitely had the high ground, Anakin. So it was a little bit easier for us to get a lay of the land. But yeah, no, that'd actually be pretty cool. Stitch says mini missions within those long crazy games. I see. I mean, there were those like mini incentives. Remember, like if you were a rebel, you know, you can steal like the freaking like data drives. And then if you were Empire, there was the gold bars. Those are cool, but those didn't really affect the outcome of the game itself. Those are more just for the players. I do kind of like that it's more for the players' incentive, but I know what you're saying because, again, it's kind of split. Some players want stuff that's, like, going to affect the game, and then some players don't want that. They just want stuff that's going to, like, you know, help them out with the raffles, right? For me, I'm definitely on your side, Stitch, when it comes to that. I like more, like, small objectives that can lead to a bigger thing, right? Where it's like, oh, yeah, there are these, you know, maybe, like, set up these other, like, smaller satellite dishes, right? if all those satellite dishes are gone, then those are kind of like functions as like mobile respawn or like as respawn points for the Empire, right? If the rebels are take them all down, then the Empire can only spawn from one area, and the rebels have more control over a field. That'd be actually pretty sick. That'd actually be pretty cool. Maybe we can work something out like that. But again, we also have to try to balance it out and make sure it's not too complicated and it's easier to implement. So that way so again, like player base, especially younger players, aren't discouraged. And it's like, oh, this is too complicated. Because you make the rules way too complicated, and I guarantee you a lot of players would just drop out, unfortunately. Because again, there are like some more players that want to take a more casual approach to it, and that's fine. Again, it's something for everyone, right? Everyone's got something a little bit different. Small balloons to weak points, knees, arms. Yeah, that could be one way of doing it. I'll bring the Juggernaut suit, Homie AB says. Homie AB, place the order. Nice, bro. Nice. Could do the Juggernaut. I answer that one. Yeah, these are all like really good suggestions, actually. These are actually all really good suggestions that I want to bring up. I definitely would like to do something along those lines as well. Repains on the Bravo Trace Unit, Mod 2. Also, what BBs do you recommend? That'll be the last question, Snakebite. Bravo Trace units, solid. They're solid, man. Ain't no problem with them whatsoever. What BBs do you recommend? Pretty much any of the BBs that we sell are gonna be fine. I actually do like the Lancer BBs, but you can go with the other brands as well. Jag Precision BBs, those work fine as well. Pretty much any Tracer BB will work fine. I just think the Lancers are probably the better value. That's just me personally. Again, you can go with whichever one you like. All right, guys, that is now 5:30. It is now the end of the Storefront live stream. Thank you to everyone that decided to spend their free time hanging out with the Mayo Gang, hanging with me, and it means the absolute world to me. Remember, guys, you can still get 15 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Not for every order you place, because this promo is now done, but you place your order for the YouTube unboxing mystery box right now, going for $175. You will be getting 15 entries in the shopping spree giveaway on top of your amazing Airsoft prize that you get in the mystery box, which we do grant requests from time to time, so make sure you place your orders now while you can. We have a ton of guns that are on a shocker deal right now. Super discounts going on. Not only that, we also have some new products as well. And if you guys are feeling extra spicy, I highly recommend you check out my private collection. Mystery box available right now. Limited quantity available. We've already got a few people that placed their orders for theirs, and they've been very happy with it. Again, I really hope you guys do, because, again, that mystery box is fucking dope. Again, guys, big shout-out to everyone that asked their Airsoft-related question. I had a blast answering questions and hanging out with the rest of the Mayo Gang. My name is Isaias, and I will see you guys all on the very next live stream that we do. Peace out, y'all.